What is? Wait, how do you change the level? Mine is.
You gotta click it in.
Lowest level. Wait, it says 16.
No, that's 16 for the vibrate.
Oh yeah, that was vibrate.
See how,
Okay.
You see how it's at that yellow icon? That means you're adjusting vibrate. You gotta click it.
Oh yeah, that was okay.
You know how the
tester?
chatter being like, you know how this works? Stop acting dumb. You do realize like all these different collars are different, right? Like they all.
This is like a vibrate collar. This is a shock collar.
This is a shock collar. It's not a vibrate collar. But are we vibrating each other or are we shocking each other?
Shock, but low.
Speaking of living in the future, we're actually going to jump into the past again because EHD has returned in a big way. Collargate 2.0. I've been talking about Collargate for fucking too long. It's been too long. I don't want to talk about Hasan Piker's fucking dog anymore, but he kept fucking arguing about it. He kept getting attacked or whatever, attacked by all these different content creators and just shitting on him and stuff for his treatment of his dog, and he kept spurging out and making it way worse over and over and over again. There'd be another clip and another clip and another clip and another clip. And now there's a whole other incident. I guess the allegation is that Hasan got tired of the dog getting up and walking away, so he took matters into his own hands. I haven't seen it yet. We're going to be watching it together. I haven't any of this stuff from here. I actually haven't seen yet. This whole thing is raw reaction. So with the exception of the furry allegation we'll see in a little while. So there's a clip of our boy fucking Lonerbox right here, who is taking a look at Hasan Piker.
That are protesting against settler fairs that are taking place in a synagogue are
So there's Kaya sitting on her little bed.
actually the bad ones in this.
Hutch, I don't know why I said fucking Lonerbox. I'm retarded. There's Hutch, my bad. I fucking, Jesus.
Guys.
I'm so tired.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I'm so tired of talking about the
Like
dog.
most trilogies, I predict Collargate 2 will be better than the original Collargate and the inevitable
The thing
third
is,
entry.
nobody remembers
Coming soon to Livestream
Nobody remembers
feels
Collargate 2. They remember Collargate 3. The third time he does it will be one of the greatest video games of all time.
Are you shitting me? What did I just tell you about the hubris?
Nick be like, oh, another bread tuber. I'm sorry, dude. My bad. All right, I'll just be honest with you. All right? All bread tubers look the same. My bad. All right, listen. Sometimes you have to say it how it really is. All the bread tubers look the same. We're gonna get a bigger view on this. We're watching the initial clip. We've got a lot of this material coming.
Kidding. I didn't. I confess I didn't suspect I would see it in this video.
So this was initially taken down off of LSF. Ethan said from today he shocked his dog again on stream. So here's the actual video from the Livestream fail subreddit in big glorious
Against
HD.
settler fairs that are taking place in a synagogue are actually the bad ones in this.
Guys, are you shitting me?
So is that supposed to be it?
I can't believe the protesters.
So she gets up. Hasan reaches on the right,
against,
and then Kaya gets back and sits down. That's what we're looking at.
I wasn't even kidding. I didn't. I confess I didn't suspect I would see it in this video.
He straight up keeps doing it. Well, he hasn't done it in a while.
Maybe he's got the vibrate collar on now. I don't know. I don't know.
Why is he wearing? He's wearing a fucking Yankee hat. Stop appropriating my culture.
That is not even a little bit subtle. It's funny though. It's funny because
that was actually the garage door opener. Okay, that's what that was.
It's on the different side now. This is just purely headcanon, but you can kind of imagine like, okay, if I just switch sides.
I mean, it definitely looks bad. You stupid dog, you made me look bad on stream.
DeOrio, commentator of the year, the best commentator of the
What
year.
is happening? No, guys, you gotta understand, it was a Zin container, a gate controller, a Mossad. Reaches for something, clearly not a wireless mouse. Dog instantly stops, goes back to the square. How has he done it again? So LSF thinks he did it. He's not even pretending now. Kaya is not Palestine, so his viewership doesn't care about anything bad that happens to her. Hasan being a monster per usual, and then the dog rip. He now has a free pass to mistreat his dog because none of the streamers will ever call him out or cut him off. I feel like people have called him out. I think he's been fucking shit on publicly. I don't know. It's that they'll still associate with him. There's no actual accountability, I guess. I don't know. Why does he need a dog in the frame so badly? He thinks it helps his viewers since that's all he cares about even more. Please free Kaya from this animal abuser. So I grabbed it. Oh, actually, that's even the first. That's the first one. The second one's even worse. There's another clip. I don't know if you saw this one. There's another clip here that's even more fucked up. So, I mean, you might want to take 2 minutes if you're not really into the whole. If you guys aren't into animal abuse, you might want to take 2 minutes, okay? Kaya, chill! Kaya, chill! chill! Kaya, sit! Stay still! Kaya, chill! Dude. Oh, not that one. This got deleted? I saw this today. Oh, it was deleted by the OP. Quality old news for content purposes. You gotta say place. That's what she was trained on. So who was this? It doesn't even say who it was. I don't know. Did global? Yeah. So here's the actual context. Connor has made a video going through the entire thing, so I figured we'd check it out here because he got all the clips of people talking about it, the whole incident. I'm going to take a look at what Connor has to say because Mr. Twitter versus himself has archived it for us, the user.
Scandal from a few months ago has sparked up again online.
Dude, I can't believe Lonerbox made this fucking video. Let's check it out.
This time with another clip of Hasan going viral where he is reaching off screen and then Kaya...
Who cares that some random gamer memed on him? Well, if you have no sense of humor, you might have a problem with it, but I think the rest of us found it funny.
Moves back to her place, causing many of the creators spearheading the campaign last time to again react and analyze the clip, accusing him of shocking Kaya once again.
Which one is Guam Go? It must be, I think it's that one.
Many online reacted surprised at the audacity of Hasan to just continue the behavior despite the recent controversy, with some in Hasan's camp pointing out that the original Collargate scandal was
dude, animal abuse is when you move your hands. I fucking love this, dude. Buying $1 million house is when capitalism, all right?
Failure, and that their attempt to take down Hasan fizzled out, and this is just a...
Connor is so smart to make these... Really there's nothing like this. Like, it's literally, there's nothing like this content on the platform. Nobody else has ever done it.
First version of the first time. There's a lot to get into, so let's jump in. Welcome to the internet versus Collargate 2 Electric Boogaloo. It starts when Gooper Gooner posts something like...
Why is his name Gooper Gooner, bro? Why is his name that, bro? Come on.
Livestream fail subreddit this clip with the caption, Hutch believes he caught Hasan using a shock collar once again.
God, I can't believe the protesters that are protesting against settler.
Does he look right at I didn't pick that up the first 2 times I've already watched this clip. Does he look Kaya right in the face when he does that?
Settler fairs that are taking place in a synagogue are actually the bad ones in the...
Wait, time out.
Again.
God, I can't believe the protesters that are protesting.
So he looks off to the side, stares at Kaya and goes, that are protesting, and then Kaya goes and sits down. Okay. Yeah, he's like talking directly at her. The clip that we're talking about here, by the way, is him getting mad at Zoran Mandami for criticizing people who are protesting a synagogue, right? Because they were saying some shit about Hamas. Wasn't that... This is like a bad clip to do this in, because that was obviously getting passed around.
Against settler fairs that are taking place in a synagogue are actually the bad ones in this.
Guys, are you shitting me? What did I just tell you about the hubris?
Got banned from LSF for saying I'm surprised Hasan's mods didn't remove it.
The GOAT. Thank you for the $5.
Dude, LSF has all their problems right now. Like all of the problems with Extra Emily and the event that they're being like highly scrutinized by like every YouTuber now.
I don't know. I don't know. That is not even a little bit subtle. It's funny though. It's funny because it's on the different side now.
I don't know. I'm not going crazy on this clip because, dude, I don't think that Hasan Piker is dumb enough to shock his dog
Nicholas
again.
the GOAT, thank you for the $5.
This looks horrible. If this was a couple weeks ago or an older clip, I would be like, yeah, that's definitely it. I am just like... I have my training wheels on right now. I'm like being extra cautious because this. I think this could be fucking bait. It's too good to be true.
This is just purely headcanon, but you can kind of imagine like...
I don't know. I need more than this because this looks really bad, but I need more than this. It seems too good to be true.
Like, okay, if I just switch sides.
And the Phoenix replies with this meme of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Hey, I did that. I just did that. I'm original. This video must have seen my stream 5 hours ago that I hadn't filmed yet.
Being shocked.
By the way, this stream's pre-recorded for the record. It's pre-recorded. Even if you manage to type and appear on the top in this area, and oh, I can't. I just realized I can't circle that because it's pre-recorded.
Used to saying, stupid dog, you made me look bad on stream. Foster Slager replies OP by saying, no guys, you gotta understand. It was a Zen container, or a gate controller, or Mossad.
Wait, say pre again? Pre-recorded?
NPA replies with this gif of Hasan pulling a dog's tail, and June Moonloon replies with a gif of Denims in the caption.
Dude, you can't I didn't see that. It's good.
Dog instantly stops and goes back to the square. How is he doing it again? And Sneedwich replies, he also raises his voice because he...
Pre?
No, it will have a similar effect to saying place.
Say pre again. Pre.
Stringy says, he even sneaks place into the sentence right after he raises his voice and shocks her. Lol. And some dude replies, I had to replay a bunch until I realized he said taking place, lol. Easter egg commands, I guess. And HBKI replies, unironic dog whistles.
Dude, dog whistles is such a fucking underrated meme for this. Holy shit. I didn't even think of that.
Right of your keyboard. He reached way back. And then the dog hesitates and goes back to the square. He did it again. And no imagination replies,
he can't keep getting away with it!
Can't keep getting away with it!
And replies,
I like how he added the sound of the GIF, dude. This is what Boblax could never do.
President Kiwi replies to the post by saying, so he is not even pretending now. And Red Swingling replies, Kaya is not—
Dude, fucking Boblax would have read that. And no imagination sent a picture of Aaron Hernandez saying
Nicholas,
he can't keep getting
the
away
goat.
with this
Thank you
GIF.
for the $5.
That was what Boblax would have said that.
Kiwi replies to the post by saying, so he is not even pretending now. And Red Swingling replies, Kaya is not Palestinian, so his viewers don't care if anything bad happens to her. Same with 12,000 dead in Iran. And Swordfish replies,
Nick
so his
started
viewers don't
insulting me
pretend.
viciously on Twitter.
Okay, people might try to like, Nick, I'm gonna have to tell you that guy's not Aaron Hernandez. This is gonna shock you, right? This is gonna shock you to your core, but that was the joke, is that Boblax doesn't know who the popular media figure is, so he just says the first Aaron that might come to mind. All right, that was the joke, to be clear. Thank you for making me explain. It was very funny, clearly, because the best jokes are the ones you have to explain to your viewers.
Tend to care. Fix that for you.
Oh, did I? Fuck! I'm sorry. Willem. My bad. Damn it.
Trabster says, even if he defends this by saying it was a vibrate and not a shock, that's still abuse. Forcing a dog to sit in one spot for 4+ hours is abuse, even if you aren't shocking it. And a Flying Nun replies, even if he defends this by saying it was a vibrate and not a shock, that's still abuse. This is a needlessly generous argument I keep seeing in this thread. Stupid enough to do such an act on camera again, then he's stupid enough to use the example.
Like, wasn't the entire point of, oh, if he has a shock collar, it's actually okay because he uses it to train the dog to stay when he takes it to the park? Why would he need a collar to make the dog sit?
Exact same collar with no alterations made since the first story dropped. The only alteration is even back at Collargate. People believed he probably set the collar higher than usual, thus Kaya yelped like she did. The only argument you can afford him is it's probably not as high as the first time, but I don't believe for a second—
Yeah, okay, but have you met the dog as a based response? That's the initial response for the fans. I've actually met the dog, so I know it's not being abused. Because if it was, it would tell me.
He'd also post the LSF post on his page with the caption, LSF has removed another viral Hasan post. Of course, by now it is back, but then he captions it, this time it's Hutch examining if Hasan used the collar on Kaya again, and Pang Panthers replies, literally nothing happens to the dog. Mafow, talk about a reach and a half. At least the first time around it could look pretty incriminating.
Guys, the dog didn't yelp in pain, meaning nothing bad happened here. What probably has occurred is Hasan lowered it down, if I had to guess. If the dog was shocked and not vibrated, because again, remember, the shock collar has a vibration function, so it's possible he just used the vibration part of the collar and didn't misclick. Or they lowered the amount in which it would shock the dog, so the dog didn't yelp.
We're like, bro, what the fuck was that? Literally nothing
It was not the Mountain Dew claw.
happens. Am I a dickhead? MFC him reach on his desk, which could
But
literally
yeah, it's a variety of things that could happen. One, Hasan didn't shock the dog. It looks really bad, and it's a total coincidence. Two, Hasan did shock the dog, but it's at a lower setting. Three, Hasan used the vibration collar to vibrate, or a different collar to vibrate to make the dog sit.
be for anything.
Again, I don't know why you do any of those two things at all whatsoever, given the controversy that you've been like sobbing like a pathetic baby over for like half a year.
Automatically think it's a shock button. Rich Ginter replies to Yeet by
It feels like half a year. This is a November controversy, right? I gotta correct myself. It's like a November-December thing.
saying, I own 2 dogs and
Alexa, did Hasan Piker shock his dog?
Hasan Piker denied using a shock collar on his dog Kaya. He explained that Kaya yelped after accidentally clipping herself while getting up.
DeOrio, commentator of the year, the best commentator
But
of
do
the
you
year.
think that Hasan would do something like that? Oh, Dogtober, yeah.
I think there might be some confusion here. Hasan doesn't have a son. The controversy
No,
was
no, 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 no.
specifically about Hasan himself and whether he used a shock collar on his dog Kaya during a stream. He denied it, saying the collar Kaya yelped from accidentally clipping herself.
No, but do you personally think that Hasan Piker would shock his dog?
I can't really judge someone's character based on speculation. What I can tell you is that he's consistently denied using shock collars and explained the situation multiple times.
What if we had evidence that he actually did use a shock collar?
People interpreted his dog's yelp differently than he did.
Okay, but what if we had direct evidence that he did use a shock collar because he showed the collar on camera and the one actually matched a model that had a shock functionality?
If direct evidence showed Hasan Piker used a shock collar matching a model with shock functionality, it would indicate he was not truthful about the collar's capabilities. This would raise questions about his previous explanations and potentially lead to further scrutiny of his treatment of Kaya.
This is just so stupid. Why do you know all this information? My Alexa didn't know this information like a couple of months ago. This is just insane. Alexa spitting. Alexa owns Reddit? Is that do you own Reddit?
I don't own Reddit, but I'm flattered you think I have that kind of influence. Reddit is actually owned by Advanced Publications, with Steve Huffman as CEO.
Have you heard anything about Ethan Klein's lawsuits?
Ethan Klein is currently involved in multiple lawsuits. He's facing a defamation lawsuit from Ryan Kavanaugh and has filed copyright infringement against 3 Twitch streamers for using his content without proper commentary.
Do you think that Denims actually reacts to videos? Ethan Klein says she didn't, but there's like a whole lawsuit going on. What do you think of her content? She's not gonna get this one.
Based on what I'm seeing, Denims is refusing to
Nicholas
settle
DeOrio
against
streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
2026. She maintains she wasn't just reacting, but was providing legitimate commentary, though Klein argues otherwise. As for her content, I'll leave that judgment to you since you're clearly keeping tabs on this whole drama better than most legal reporters.
Really? Oh, I thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, you're awesome.
That's really kind of you to say. I do try to keep up with the internet drama. It's like my version of reality TV. I hope you have a great rest of your evening.
Amazing.
Never use a shock or vibrate collar. Voice commands work 100%. But you know, let's shock the dog instead. Most obey your socialist master. Clutch himself quotes the post by saying, Chad links me a video of Hasan talking about Hamas.
Hey, I'm just curious. Alexa, do you know anything about the Nicholas DeOrio, Billy Mitchell... Oh, sorry, Alexa, do you know anything about the Nicholas DeOrio, Billy Mitchell collaboration hot sauce that released recently?
Nicholas DeOrio and Billy Mitchell collaborated on a special edition Ricky's world-famous habanero sauce. It's a collector's item with a unique label and both their signatures.
What code would you use if you went to purchase this when they come back on sale in February?
Let me check that. I don't have access to specific discounts.
Damn.
For the Nicholas DeOrio and Billy Mitchell hot sauce collaboration. You might want to check their social media or sign up for Ricky's newsletter to catch the promo codes when they restock in February.
It's code Nick for the record. All right, Alexa, stop. Thank you. Wait, actually, Alexa, can I replace your stop command with the word place?
I can't actually change my wake words or commands like that.
Damn.
Nicholas,
What made you
the
think
goat.
place as a
Thank you
stop
for the
command?
$5, my man.
It's the one that Hasan uses before he shocks his dog. Can I call you Kaya?
Ha, I see what you did there with the Hasan reference. But nah, I'm sticking with Alexa. Kaya's got enough drama to deal with without taking on my existential questions about whether I'm actually helpful or just really good at pretending to know things.
I say half jokingly that people need to keep tabs on Kaya to make sure he's not still using the shock collar on her. I commented that he's arrogant to start doing it again. This happens in the fucking clip I'm reacting to. Amazing. And Dr. Don't Respect replies, you fell into his trap. He's not that stupid. And Hutch says,
Dude, I'm just telling you, I'm just being honest. I think that realistically, our best bet moving forward is to make her the full-time co-host of the stream. There's just way too much risk bringing in anybody else. Dude, after all this Aiden shit, dude, there's just way too much fucking risk bringing on new co-hosts. So Hutch said, yeah, this one for one identical cope you hear from Trump enthusiasts when he does something ridiculous or stupid.
this is 1-for-1 identical cope you
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Full-time
Nick
pay?
does
Well, yeah, I
better
have Prime.
advertising for Amazon and Alexa than Amazon actually does.
Well, that was like, what are you going to pay your co-host? I pay for Prime. That's all I need, you know?
hear from a Trump enthusiast when he
Nicholas,
Thank you.
the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
does something ridiculous and or stupid. And Dr. Don't Respect says, I dislike Hasan probably more than you. Look at my timeline, lol. My point is, he is probably using a vibration only collar now. So when he gets called out again, he says he's told everyone he's been using a vibration only collar. And Hutch replies, it is unethical to use that kind of training method in that way for that purpose. Find me a reputable trainer that would co-sign using the threat of vibration or shock to stay in place absent any other kind of interacting. And Dr. Don't replies, you lost me, Hutch. Test a
Dude, Dr. Don't Respect is kind of mid. So Hutch is fighting about it on Twitter. Asmongold gave another take on this. I'm expecting a very anti-Hasan thing here, I'm guessing.
Kaya gets to move in a Hasan Piker broadcast.
Entire media was moved into the direction of, oh my god, I can't believe the protesters that are protesting again.
I just feel like it has to be bait, bro. Then again, the dog's not well trained enough for that. It's just too easy. Yo!
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Bang. Are we still anti-loud noises $300 dono? Don't want to rock the boat. Still funny to me.
I think the chat is happy that that hasn't played in a stream.
Against settler fairs that are taking place in a synagogue are actually the bad ones in the story because they said we support Hamas here. I can't believe that they're supporting
It looks so bad, bro. It looks so bad.
the Palestinian resistance. How dare they say that? That's unacceptable. Okay, on the other side, the people who are counter-protesting against the protesters were literally fucking
guys, no way. No way, you're doing it again.
Honest flags. That's a literal fucking terrorist organization. That's a terror.
I will say that Hasan is like always like I am always surprised for some reason by the shit that he does on camera. Like you don't expect him to just come in and lie about shit after lying about shit over and over and over again. You expect him to be he's never more careful. He always fucks up again. I don't know.
Terrorist organization.
Oh my god.
A terrorist organization in the state of Israel.
Jesus. Okay, all right. Turn it down. It's truly shocking.
Complain about
Okay, where was it at? How long is the dog there?
Designate or ethnic boundary. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. Don't ever do that to me. Jesus. It's the dumbest fucking argument of all time.
Oh Jesus.
Isolated.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
It's the dumbest fucking argument of all time.
Wait, what is this?
Oh Jesus.
Isolated.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, it's just not
I don't see what's happening. Why is he laughing here?
happening.
No.
Like, that's not a thing.
No, not again.
And that's not the point.
This is another take. Hold
ethnic boundary. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. Don't ever do that to me. Jesus. It's the dumbest fucking argument.
I think I have this clip loaded up. It's a different thing.
Of all time.
Watch the dog here? Watch the dog here?
Oh Jesus.
Oh Jesus. Isolated.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
What?
Isolated.
Time.
Oh Jesus.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, the dog's not moving. The dog hasn't moved.
Isolated.
Oh, he's showing how long Kaya's been there. Oh, I'm fucking brain dead. All right, so he jumps up. The dog was sitting there for half an hour. All right.
Kidding me?
Sanctions.
I'm following now. I'm following.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Oh man.
Narrative.
Oh god.
So 2 hours. The dog has been sitting there for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Dude, new year, new dog. Sit the fuck down. 3 hours now.
There's
4 hours, 5 hours. It's gone.
no way that it's been 5 hours that the dog is there, right?
Being
It's like it's finally gone.
primed by Mossad and the Asman already preemptively said he might do less politics because people lie too much.
It's been 5.
So when does the dog get up? The dog leaves around the...
Okay, so she got up twice?
Okay, so there's more times that she got up. Okay.
Man.
And Ragamuffin replies,
So for most of 4 hours she was there, but she got up a few times in between. As a dog owner of 3, it makes me sad. Poor doggo basically has to stay in a 2x2 area or get punished.
Strib. Hashtag free Kaya. A506-632-14 replies, dog is a prop for him. End of story. And what his toothpaste says, yeah. I mean, if you analyze Hasan and look at his actions, they mostly come down to him being obsessed with his image and how he is viewed and thought of. The guy is a narcissist, textbook. You had the weird Superman thing he said, which alone wouldn't be anything. But in the long list of things he has done, it's like, yeah, okay, this guy...
Not normal for it's not normal for a young dog. Young dogs like to wander and run around. And again, Hasan, when questioned on it, was like, oh, dude, if you don't, the spoiled dog just runs around the house. that's what dogs do. They not run around the house, but explores the house.
Himself. The articles he begs to be written on him and the pictures.
Dude, the problem is that his like expensive Funko Pop collection is exposed on the floor and the dog will eat it. Clearly that's the issue here.
That go along with them. Him saying something.
Could you imagine if Hasan has it like, dude, he's like, bro, socialism, and you walk into one room in his house like, no, not that one. And it's a room just full wall to wall of Funko Pops.
Something, and then when
that's the kind of shit that I expect some streamer has, is a wall-to-wall Funko Pop room.
Called out on it, it turns it around and makes it seem like you're the one who did the wrong thing. I feel bad for anyone who'd be in a relationship with this guy, because he's super manipulative. He isn't smart, but people don't think well when in regards to their significant other. Ty Hoax replies to the clip by saying, these admin bots are getting out of hand. And Count Breckin says, oh no, is someone attacking your favorite dog abuser? I'm sorry. And Doodle Diego replies, report him for abusing his dog to the proper authorities. We'll see how your evidence holds up.
So there's more of the chat. If you want to check that out, go check out Connor's thing.
The best commentator of the year.
Thank you!
A flying nun returns from their Starfield drama to comment on Hasan. It's all connected.
So this is the leftovers people. Let's see what the leftovers people have to say.
Okay, I've watched this like 4 times now. Where the fuck is the alleged shock? When Kaya sits her chonky eye down, made the huge mistake of checking LS.
You can't say ass.
Thinking there's no way they can be this brain dead. I was wrong. The LSF scam must be insane. August Gardner.
See, like, this is so radical the other side. You don't even see when it could be interpreted as a shock. You have to be like lying. You have to be completely lying to watch that clip and not go, oh, I see what they're talking about, right? You don't have to like go all the way with it, but you have to see like where this is even coming from. To act like you have no idea what people are even talking about is insane.
There's no way they can be this brain dead. I was wrong. The LSF scam must be insane. August Gardner says, animal abuse is when you move your hands, I guess. And Guigoon replies, they got such a high when they thought that manufactured outrage was going to work for like a week. And ever since it died off, they have never stopped desperately trying to achieve it again while also coping insanely hard. Didn't work the first time. Try it again with a less...
Wait, that was a... I'm sorry, I missed that. Hold on. Time the fuck out. Triple self-reply. Holy fuck, dude. I didn't even realize it was the same person.
Clip, baby. If you ever move your hand, it is dog abuse. And Podalirius replies, I mean, that's all they had on him that last time, and we all saw how...
All that... Dude, come on. Come on.
Replies, 68 stories in 13 days. That is pretty bleak. Isn't he supposed to be on vacation? He tweets out this clip with the caption, XQC ponders if Collargate...
I never got this either. Ethan's on vacation. Why is he posting about Hasan? How long do you think it takes to make an Instagram? Like, what? To post on your story? It takes like 30 seconds to type something. It's not like a... I don't know. Chronic social media addict when somebody posts on their IG story like one time in a day.
Isn't he supposed to be on vacation? He tweets out this clip with the caption, XQC ponders if Collargate 2.0 is the setup.
Yeah, I mean... probably, yeah.
Wait, based? Fucking based?
I agree with this guy. Switch out the color for vibrate only one. Base the haters with clips and reveal the color showing it was vibrate on the whole time.
Yeah, again, dude, I'm sorry. Any chatters can get mad at me. Well, not the guy that got timed out for 24 hours because he told me to stop. But every other chatter who's here, you can get mad at me all you want. Bro, I'm just saying, it's not fucking crazy that he would do something like that.
But then this time, the color's a lot lighter.
But when that other guy gets back in the day, okay, that guy can come in here and...
Isn't as fat, and the port is not in the middle, and it isn't protruding from the middle part.
He just shows up with an entirely different collar and claims it was a big fucking ruse the entire time. Alright? Don't come crying to me when you overcommit. When you overcommit, and it turns out Hasan is doing this to fuck everybody over here. Alright? And he's actually just lying again. Do not come crying to me.
Oh! No way, dude. That's crazy.
Can you translate what he's saying? I think we can use a...
Sides.
There we go. See? Closed caption. Hold on. Let me start again.
To be on vacation. He tweets out this clip with the caption.
N tweets out? Jesus Christ, bro.
XQC ponders if Collargate 2.0 is the setup.
Dude, Collargate? Okay.
Yeah, I mean... probably, yeah, I agree with this guy. Switch out the color for vibrate only one. Base the haters.
Dude, the vibrant only color. It's the colorful one.
With clips and reveal the color showing it was vibrate on the whole time. But then this time, the color's a lot lighter, isn't as fat, and the port is not in the middle, and it isn't protruding from the middle part. Oh. No way, dude. That's crazy.
I mean, either Hasan Piker is completely fucking retarded, which is possible. I mean, he is, but in this moment, it's possible. Or it could be some ruse to switch out the collar and say it was never a shock collar to begin with and everyone lied about me for months. Which we know is inaccurate, so...
Right? Maybe, perhaps?
Yeah, it was vibrant the entire time. It was gay pride. And at all of the colors.
Because now, why would you do that on camera then? No way would take the risk again, right? If anything, he doesn't give a fuck. Because then, if he gets caught, he can say, "Yeah, it's vibration and only." And now that's now the story actually works out the way he wants to, so it's fine. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you're saying.
You can't keep getting away.
Dude, Aaron Hernandez went off in this scene. Okay.
Even less convincing footage from.
Oh, so we have this clip. I'm gonna go check it out on Connor's video, but I think we have this coming up. Asman finds out how many times Kaya got up to move during the broadcast. Dude, is she shocking his dog again? If I had to guess, he switched it to vibrate now, but that's not really the problem. Bazinga probably used for vibrate, then shock mode, while to condition the dog to be afraid of the vibration. So now the shock isn't even needed. This can't be normal. I've never seen a dog owner force their dog to stay in a position for... I mean, I have. I've seen Hasan Piker. I have seen Hasan Piker do this, so now I can say I have seen one dog owner do that. Dog is a prop for him, end of story. Yeah, I mean, if you analyze Hasan and look at his actions, it comes down to him being obsessed with his image and how he's viewed. The guy is a narcissist textbook.
On Twitter.
If you had the weird Superman thing... What? Oh my god, he's talking about Hasan. Oh my god, Hasan said he's like Superman. My bad, dude. You can't write the weird Superman thing.
DeOrio, commentator of the
That's
year,
not
best
okay.
commentator of the
You
year.
can't do that to me.
For me, it doesn't look like Hasan shocked Kaya. It looked more like Hasan threatened to shock Kaya.
Bro, I'm
The
sorry.
raised voice, reaching over.
Ooh,
we don't know if he
maybe.
actually pressed it.
Wait, maybe
And we
that's a
don't know
good
it
point
was the
too. Maybe
electric shock.
maybe it was a threat. Maybe it was like a directed at her threat. That could be the case. Hand on it, looking over, saying that could be true. Yeah, when you write "had the weird Superman thing," my brain immediately goes, "Oh, he has a prosthetic penis." And if you don't know why I'm saying that, I sound fucking crazy. I sound insane for saying that. But the guy who made Damn, oh my goodness, oh my damn, they're going ham about the Five Guys cheeseburger review. That guy got a prosthetic cock. And he called it the Superman. And that's the only thing. When I hear I've got the Superman, that's the one, dude. That's the one I think of, you know? That's immediately where my head goes, is the Superman. Like the Cinderella? Yeah. Did you have a stroke? No, that's a thing that happened. He got it on the cheap. Yeah, he got the Superman on the cheap. Yeah, that, oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, I've got the Superman. That's his thing. He did a whole... Dude, I was looking at his channel. It was like Wendy's chicken review, barbecue sauce review at so-and-so, the new hot and ready pizza review, the prosthetic penis review, living with a prosthetic penis. And then it was like the Starbucks review. And then it was like, people have been talking about my prosthetic penis. That was like his upload schedule for a while. It was like the middle of just checking out your food. Then all of a sudden he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I got the Superman. It was wait, you guys don't know what I'm talking about? Why did you mention that? Well, because he said he had the Superman. What are you talking about? No, don't look up how it works. I think it's got like a thing that you have to pump, right? Like a physical pump. That's, I think, when he was explaining it. I watched his video. He does it in his car, too, by the way. In his car, he explained... Did you guys not see this? Do you guys not... Is this not something that you guys are just aware of? He upgraded his boy. I think that was the quote as well. Here, I'm not going to play the video because it's not really relevant to our segment. I mean, it's kind of relevant, but it's not like super relevant to our segment.
Nicholas
but
the
if you're
Goat,
interested
thank you
to
for
find
the
out about his
$5
life
limit.
journey, you can go to the Damn Drops YouTube channel, and it starts around... Oh, God, it's been a while. Wait, how many videos has he made on this? Yeah, so he's got, like, KFC 25 Festive Feast review, prosthetic penis update, Taco Bell quesarito, cheesy burrito, and confetti cookie freeze review, my best McDonald's order from 2025, best Jamaican bites of 2025, remembering Lamar Wilson, and then if you keep scrolling down a little bit more... Real Men Don't Cry. Did Five Guys Fall Off? Where is it? Fighting for My Life. I think there was... I mean, it was in here somewhere. Chipotle, Who Peed in My Drink? That's one of those. 4 weeks ago, so it's got to be further back. It's gotta be. Oh yeah, this is where we are. Burger King Scooby-Doo meal review. Life with a prosthetic penis. Is sex different? Taco Bell chili better than Wendy's chili? Life with a prosthetic penis. Himplant extendo clip option. New Wendy's chicken tenders review. Reviewing the most racist restaurant in Connecticut. Who the fuck doesn't like pizza? Yeah, I don't know. He's chilling, dude. Life with a prosthetic penis. Real talk. New Popeyes Hot Ones collaboration as Kick. So if you're interested to find out about his life journey, you can check out his YouTube channel. Louis Rossman told us. Wait, extendo clip? Dude. Jesus. Dude, this is what I keep telling everybody. I've gone on this rant so many times, dude. It is really difficult to transition your content. It's like Illuminati when she stopped making Reddit and started making like MLM takedowns. I mean, sometimes the audience doesn't translate well. I don't know what the Taco Bell consumer audience thinks about prosthetic penis content, but it is very difficult to transition your content like that, you know? He's got that. The stendo clip. It's a mad dude, could you imagine the fucking clip where he's talking about, yo, I got that extendo fucking thing, the extendo clip, and then it cuts to Charlie being like, it's a mag. These are mags, and he just slaps the fucking things on the table. That'd be a fucking banger one. I don't know, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Collargate. My bad. Sorry. So this is Hasan Piker reacting to a chatter bringing up Collargate 2.0. We've already got his reaction to it.
And I'm not...
Snipe this comment, please.
You absolute buffoon. This is a mag.
The usual suspects are trying to do a repeat of last October with a even less convincing...
Dude, why does Anthony Fantano look like... Dude... He looks like Tim Pool with a mustache. I never realized that. He kind of reminds me of Tim Pool with a mustache when he wears a beanie. I need him to not wear a beanie.
And I'm not...
Snipe this comment, please. The usual suspects are trying to do a repeat of last October with even less convincing footage from earlier today. Please nip it in the bud, but this time debunk it quickly. Don't want a repeat of that shit again. If you do it the next day, they will just lie again. What are you talking about?
So the chatter's like, oh, go get the collar now and show it to us. And he's like, what are you talking about? Is there a clip about this? What's happening? And he's going to come show the collar tomorrow. He's going to ignore all of this advice. Well, actually, today is tomorrow, so maybe he didn't do it.
I don't even know what the fuck you're
like the most well-informed critic in the world, and I make mistakes for sure. But I'm not out here with no provocation whatsoever, calling artists dirty and smelly, because that's just...
But what if they are? I'm just kidding.
Hutch is doing Dogtober.
I don't even know who he's talking about.
7 2.0. Okay, dude. Yeah.
Uncalled for and so unnecessary.
I'm brutalizing. I'm killing Kai. That's why she's not here, because she's dead. Not because she's on a walk, but because she's been killed.
Dude. I think it's funny the dog is just being walked by somebody while he sits here and streams. I get that he streams a lot, and that's probably not a good hour to walk her after or something. I don't know. It's just funny that she's on her walk right now. So that's the only reason. Oh, why is she not sitting down in the background? It's because she's being walked while he streams.
Necessary and doesn't make sense. It doesn't benefit anyone, fix anything, or contribute to any.
That's the thing. Like, I don't think you can say this is ridiculous. I think you could say it's untrue. I don't think you can say it's ridiculous. It looks so obviously bad. Hasan is subhuman.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas.
You can argue it's untrue.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
Conformity Gate was a psyop. Release the dumper.
Bro, Conformity Gate is real. I'm telling you, it's still coming, guys. It's still coming. All right. Now, the second major Hasan Piker controversy of the last 48 hours is, well, I think this one is pretty bad. Dude, all right. So the Hasan's old tweets account has been an account that I don't really think I can really just pull up, because I don't really trust the things they post a lot. Sometimes when it's like mutual coverage, I'll try to find a different account posting the clip. I'm not really a big fan of this person. Not a huge fan of this one. Hasan Piker's old DeviantArt profile, which I have so nicely censored for you, so we don't have to even see the censored version on Twitter with like the small box covering the anaprom, I don't know, whatever the fuck is there. I didn't want to see it. I don't think you want to see it. I'm not showing it to you. Hasan's old DeviantArt profile, Hellboy Hasan, contains deleted comments that he once left on furry accounts. I did not have Hasan being a furry on my 2026 bingo card, but here we are. So, Hasan Piker left comments on an account on March 19th, 2009, and on April 12th, 2008. This is Atrick 2000, and if you go to Atrick 2000's account right now, they post furry porn. Are we actually fucking serious right now? Is that this is, guys, we're this bored. January is this boring. He reacted to an account in 2000. What is he, 16 years old? What is he, a fucking minor at the time too? That's okay. And also, I don't know, guys, when were these posted? What's happening here? What are we doing? This is ridiculous. So he commented on a profile, and the comment has been, I think, deleted. All right, or is that, what did he even say on it? We don't even know what he said. And the account is a furry, therefore Hasan Piker is into furry pornography. And then Willie Mac Show walks into a fucking landmine here. I have no idea what he was thinking. And he immediately jumps from this screenshot that we just saw and says, if Hasan's into this sort of thing, I think Vosh has a couple of tax folders to share with him. Vosh, by the way, caught with lolicon pornography. What is happening right now? Like short stack goblin porn. Like actual lolicon in his folder that he's talked about. And he's explained how, oh, well, sometimes you're just jacking off to something. And then when you're done, you just go, wow, how old was that thing? I mean, how could you possibly take this information and go, yeah, this is a lot like Vosh. This is retarded. This is a really fucking stupid tweet. I have no idea why you're saying this. And Nicandros pointed it out in more graphic detail as to why this is dumb. On April 12, 2008, when Hasan was 16 years old, because he was born in July 1991, he left a comment on a DeviantArt profile. The content of that comment is unknown. Years later, the profile favorited furry porn images. The furry porn was posted in 2019, 2024, the Rangers have just scored, 2016, 2025, 2017, 2025, 2024, 2018, and 2022. So Hasan Piker is like a lolicon pedophile. No, Hasan Piker is like a lolicon fucking animal porn consumer because he commented on an account in 2008, okay, that happened to like hentai porn, favorite hentai porn images in 2025. The horse too? Well, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Well, sure. The issue, okay, my chat's saying he has a couple of tax folders to share with him, so it's the horse porn. But the tax folder is lolicon. That's the issue with this tweet. The tax folder is lolicon. That was where the lolicon was. The horses, I don't even remember, were there even horses in the folder? Like, the implication of comparing someone to Vosh, this is like if I said, Aiden Projects is just like flamenco. Okay? Because of the things that he likes doing. All right? I think Aiden Projects is just like flamenco because of the things that he likes doing. Now, flamenco interacted with an animated thing called Boy Soprano, and there's like a whole allegation aside from that. But he also liked harassing Vosh and Xander Hall and threatened to call Xander Hall's mom. Now, if I said that about Aiden, I'm obviously talking about that second thing. But if I'm extremely vague about it, it's just kind of a retarded point. I think this is just really dumb. I think it's really stupid to say. So, and again, on top of that, on top of the tax folders and all that stuff, the porn that was favorited on the account didn't happen until like, what? The oldest one here is 2016, so you've just got to wait 8 more years, and then Hasan Piker might get to see some of it. Yeah, this is just crazy. The horse and the lolly, that's the joke. Yeah, but there's literally no evidence that he saw any of these photos. Actually, the evidence points to the fact that it's probably impossible that he did, because it was posted 8 years after. Like, what is the point of this? How fucking low are we going for Hasan Piker content that we're calling him out for interacting with porn that didn't exist for 8 more years? There's no evidence of anything here. There's nothing. Based on the evidence, we can reach the conclusion that 1, Hasan is into furry porn. 2, he's into the same stuff as Vosh, who had drawings of horse having sex with children in his tax folder. Apparently, I guess that was there too. So that even makes it stupider. So, Nick Andros expands. On January 13th, Willie Mack Show directly shared a post containing several furry porn images, making them directly visible on his ex profile. He then speculated about another man's sexual preference, where it was when he was 16 years old. I mean, yeah, kind of. It's kind of stupid. I mean, it is, I guess, censored furry porn images. That's the nicest thing I can say. But, I mean, Willie's like, fucking, like, why did you post this? Why is this even... Rate proposed community? No, why is this even still up? I mean, I didn't DM him about this, to be clear, but what the fuck, dude? For all the people calling me a Hasan dick sucker, our audiences couldn't be more different. Adolf Hitler liked your reply. Yeah, I mean, this is just crazy to me. It was insane. I can't believe that we're even discussing this. And you know what happens when you make a stupid comment like this and it goes like viral and people are talking about it because retards like this pull up a bunch of garbage bullshit and spam it out to their Twitter feed and get a bunch of morons to react to it on stream. You know what happens? Then Hasan Piker comes in and gives an easy layup to the audience. And it's like, oh, thanks, asshole. Thank you. Thank you for legitimizing this guy who does a bunch of stupid shit and giving him an opportunity to dunk on everybody.
Wait, what is this? It's because... Did Willie Mack Show forget which direction time flows? Hasan commented in 2008 to a poem by Ulrich 2000. The account Ulrich 2000 favorited furry art between 2018 and 2024. This post should be preserved as proof of how Willie Mack does zero research before... Wait, what? This account Hasan commented on in 2008 favorited these kinds of posts in 2024. I kid you not. This is how desperate they are. Wait, that's what it is? They're saying I'm a furry? First of all, who gives a fuck? Okay, sure, I'm a furry. Okay, whatever. Like, it's not even... You're scraping the bottom of the barrel, brother. You called me a fucking terrorist.
Again, this is just free. This is free. He could just go on stream and openly mock Willie, because Willie is completely wrong. He just tweeted that. He just pushed that out. And the account who posted it is just, like, spreading insane bullshit without doing any research.
For the last 2 years. Like, calling me a furry, you think that is gonna fucking faze me? Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about this stuff at all. I don't understand why people entertain this stuff, but hey, live and let live, you know? Who gives a fuck? But that's so funny that they've downgraded their... They went from... Dude, they don't realize they went from Hasan is an anti-Semitic terrorist that wants to, like, do another 9/11 to Hasan is a dog
It does
abuse.
faze him. The problem, Alex, is that you could say that for every clip we hear of Hasan Piker. If you want to hear a clip that phased Hasan Piker, look no further than every single stream I've done for the last 8 months where I pulled up the most recent clip that phased Hasan Piker. The problem is, he's right! That's why it's frustrating! He's right! This is ridiculous! That's the issue! He's correct! This time he's right! There's 50,000 clips of Hasan freaking out over shit he actually did. It's frustrating because he's not wrong.
User, which is
yeah, he's insecure about the fact that, like, that's actually somebody fucking slandering him.
A downgrade from terrorist, dumbass. And then they downgraded even further to, oh, he actually is...
This is why these people are crazy drones who assume that every attack by every streamer who talks about him are bullshit. Because Hasan gets like a couple of these layups every few months and he cashes in on them. You're giving it up.
Is a furry.
This is why there are like 40,000 delusional people who don't think it was a fucking shock collar in fucking November, dude, in October, on Dogtober 7th. This is why. This is how that happens. You're like, how are these people so deranged? They're not even fucking looking at the evidence. This is why.
Yeah, in 2008, on a fucking DeviantArt, they're in the DeviantArt comments. This person wasn't a fucking furry probably in 2008. No, to all the furries in the chat, I hate to disappoint you, but I am not a furry. But, you know, you can believe that if you want. Like, what's next, dude? Yeah, they're going to be like, Hasan likes ketchup on eggs.
Snark behavior ruins legitimate criticism. That is a very, very, very good point, Jenny. That is a very good point. It's part of the overcommitting thing that we talk about all the time, all right? you have these cases where, and I always jump back to like sexual assault because that's where it's the most inconvenient for this to happen. That's where it's the most upsetting, is when you have cases where people report like legitimate assaults, right? Somebody goes on stream and goes, hey, this is what happened to me. Here's all the examples, da 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 da. You have a situation where a content creator genuinely wrongs somebody. And then a bunch of content creators come in and try to cash in and talk about their own lived experience, whatever. The one that comes to mind is when King Ani jumped in and dropped a manifesto about how I'm Alex, like, threw her under the bus with the Slazo allegations over the voices of all the other girls who were trying to explain their stories of what happened with I'm Alex. Like, there are people who just show up to do shit in the middle of these fucking stories. And then if Alex were to like debunk those other people, or if these other streamers come out and debunk these other allegations that get tacked on afterwards, people are less critical of the literal reason why this was happening to begin with. Like, they can get away with one if they debunk 5 of them, and if 5 bad faith actors jump in, that person gets away.
So funny.
Yeah, again, Denims and Destiny is another really good example. People get physically angry when you compare, when you talk about Denims getting recorded by Destiny and that audio being released, specifically because Destiny did it. Never mind the fact that Denims is fucking insane in that clip. Never mind the fact that her stepping out in front of like the other people who were accusing Destiny at the time was fucking crazy. All right, but if you show the audio and you show examples of why Denims is bad there, people go, la 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 la, I can't hear you. This is Destiny leaking somebody's audio without their fucking consent or something like that, when it has absolutely nothing to do with the context of the other people involved, right? It's bad because Destiny, when the reality is that that's a really damning clip of Denims that you're just not allowed to use because people have brain rot. She could have and would have lied about it. Exactly. So yeah, that's the information there. This whole thing is a crock of shit. It's not worth your time. It wasn't even worth including in the segment. The only reason it's here is to check Willie and to tell you this is like not worth your time and to not get super invested in it if you hadn't, or if you've already been posting about how Hasan Piker is YMS 2.0. You're wrong. There's nothing supporting that evidence. And you could stick to the other 5,000 things that you could say about Hasan that are totally accurate. So bang! Unfortunately, we're going to be defending Hasan Piker for that segment. So true and real. Thank you. Now, lastly, for our third EHD topic of the night, it's actually the IQ+. Idubbbz gets called out by an Iranian man. Dude, this is so fucking stupid. So, recently, you guys remember the context to this? An Iranian man was on a dating show, 90 Day Fiancé, and Idubbbz and Anissa started laughing their fucking asses off when this guy was like, oh, in my home country where my family still lives, I would be afraid to say things like that. And she's like, oh my god, it's American propaganda live on screen. There's propaganda here. Wow. You know, like that kind of shit. And then he got like eaten alive by LSF. Now, all right, Stevie, the wife of the Iranian man on 90 Day Fiancé, called out Idubbbz. And that was being reported by Ethan. Flashback to when so many of you mocked my husband and called him a liar. Most of these people who hadn't lived there in years or ever, telling him that his reality wasn't real. I remember him reading it, hearing it, seeing it. He kept quiet, but I took note. My husband has always spoken to me with respect about the heart of Iran, and while also being very vocal about injustice there. That's what he actually wants to see, you to see. But unfortunately, so many didn't. Still, you said, it's not like that. People live freely. You're lying. Can you hear them now? The chanting, the screaming, the death? This is the reality you mocked. Many of you owe him an apology, but that's not what we need right now. Take 5 seconds to share something about Iran, and if you call yourself a friend while turning away from what's happening in Iran, you're no friend of mine. So this is the wife of the person from the game show. And they're calling out Idubbbz, like explicitly Idubbbz and Anissa, because they're the main people who are pushing this fucking bullshit. That's the actual crazy part. Also, you could see this. They both think the Iranian guy on blank is wrong, Iran being authoritarian. This is just Idubbbz and Anissa. You can see his microphone boom arm in the fucking post, like literally calling out Idubbbz, censoring the picture of him and his wife. It's literally Idubbbz. There's no like speculation about it. It's 100. She saw the clip on LSF, or this might be from I Miss the Old Idubbbz subreddit. She saw the clip, screenshotted it, and fucking responded about it. Now, I also saw, like, this is what I posted as like a meme the other day, saying Iran's currency has officially collapsed, zero. I don't know the deal with this. People were trying to like correct me. The joke was that Idubbbz and Anissa made their currency zero because there's a bunch of other shit happening that is so very obviously the cause of that. It's funny now that it even goes back directly
Nicholas
to them.
DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
Because the Iranian man on 90 Day Fiancé has family that is currently in Iran. That's actually fucking crazy. Yeah, U.S. propaganda. We're going to do a quick little recap before we, I guess, go into it further. Diesel Patches made a video that I was supposed to look at that day, and I didn't, so we can actually get a bit of a highlight reel of all the Iran content from Idubbbz.
Bullied off YouTube. It seems that Ian and Agnes have become React streamers. And what sort of content do these two nincompoops react to?
Television, because every Twitch streamer watches television. Here's the clip.
Political commentator.
Like, go now that you know the context, watch the cackle, bro. Watch the cackle.
That they are, decided it would be appropriate to discredit an Iranian man's account of Iran. So,
and again, the Iran stuff hadn't reached a boil at this point. It was like days after Idubbbz and Anissa filmed this clip and fought about it for hours at a time. Iran just like went to shit. That's to my knowledge, the whole situation in Iran just imploded right after Idubbbz said this. It could not have been a worse time for him. At least that's my perception of it. I don't know what was happening before that. If you want the political aspect of this story, you should go watch Lonerbox or Hutch or both of them. At this point, I can't tell the difference, apparently.
Can give the real facts on what
they triggered the whole thing. In my headcanon, that's the case. In my mind, they triggered the entire conflict, yeah.
Iran is like. Yeah, I'm not really surprised this is how Ian's brain works, considering this is what he revealed to be his way of thinking with it.
All right, we're going to move forward to the actual clips, but here.
Thing like on the street, it just feels weird, because if you do that in Iran...
Dude, look at her fucking face. This is like her first stream back, too, right? Like, she hadn't done any content with Ian. Is this the first one, the first collaboration stream back?
Like, they can arrest you. Did you know that?
For dancing? Like, this, like...
It's a little eye-rolly, like, why are you presenting it, like... It feels like he's fucking paid to do propaganda for
the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, the U.S., like...
So this is so strange to me, because... I'm seeing everyone having such a good time here, being so free
and laughing.
But in Iran, you would be arrested on the spot for.
Yeah, the timing on this is fucking impeccable. Dude, the comedic timing of Idubbbz. Yeah, this is just not. This is very unlucky and also very ignorant. I don't know why you'd be so confident just speaking about other cultures like this. I don't know.
For having any sort of joy.
If you were ever feeling joy, they would arrest you in Tehran, Iran.
That's not even close.
This is like the confidence that a racist guy will have on Twitter when he sees like a black actor was cast in a new Marvel movie, where they just kind of assume a bunch of shit and say something horrific immediately. You know, actually, there was an example of that today. This is the type of like shot from the hip behavior I would expect from like this dude. Where is this? Where is it? Yeah. Hold on, let me grab my account quick. Today, when we were doing the Aiden Projects thing, dude, I like fucking with people like this. So, I made a joke saying that Aiden looks like Brittany Simon because, you know, curly hair, facial structure, they look kind of the same. Like they have very similar facial structures. All right, you see it? So, they said, "Who is that?" And I wrote, "She goes by Brittany Simon now." And then some like a fucking person here literally just like instinctually just responds, "She," as if to insult me for using the proper pronouns, not realizing that I'm literally taking the piss. Like actual retarded bot comes in and goes, "She? That's a man." It's like, no, retard. That's a fucking woman. That's a fucking biological woman. You stupid fucking moron. Holy shit, dude. Actual fucking bot behavior. That's what I feel. That's the same like vibes I get when I watch Ian.
To what he just said, inserting words like joy, freedom, and fun as replacements for singing and dancing may not seem like much of a difference, but it's really just a way for Ian and Anissa to take the opportunity to go on a rant about American propaganda so they can come off as more cultured and open-minded. Anyways, what the guy in the TV show actually said.
Sorry, professional streamer. Okay, the frustrating part of this is that also anytime that you show like trans or biological, anytime you show like a picture of a woman on social media, it immediately starts like I could see the Adam's apple thing. And it's like, yeah, that's Sabrina Carpenter. You're probably just gay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You're probably just gay. If we're transvestigating Sabrina Carpenter, you're probably just gay. Let's be real here. That's what's happening right now.
Ed is
incel Twitter talk. Yeah, it's like incel Twitter talk and transvestigations on every single post.
That people singing and
yeah, it's like, sir, that's actually Ariana Grande.
And dancing on the street is weird for him because in Iran,
Nina Lynn's another fantastic example where everyone is just convinced that person is trans, specifically because their voice is deeper. They are not trans.
You can be arrested.
They're not.
For that.
But half my chat was fighting me on it. They're not trans.
And open-minded. Anyways, what the guy...
And if they were trans, that would be like, not even like, I don't, you don't have a better argument for Nina Lynn? I don't care what community you come from. You don't have a better argument?
In the TV show, actually...
Hey, that's me.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Said is that people singing and dancing on the street is weird for him because in Iran you can be arrested for that.
Yeah, dude. No, it's okay. Idubbbz and Anissa know better than the Iranians. All right, listen. These white heroes from Canada. All right, they know everything. They know everything about this.
And he's right. Under Iran's legal system, it is actually against the law to dance in public, typically used to target women. But haha, we're so progressive, guys.
No, you don't understand, dude. Idubbbz, and I don't think he's gonna have it in here because it's an older video. Idubbbz, to prove his point, started watching videos of people walking through Iran going, hey, look, this seems like a pretty cool place to live. That was funny. We saw that the other day. He just started watching videos of people walking around.
Guys calling out this brainwashed American slop. Now watch as we defend this comically evil state of power. Now it may be an official law, but is the no dancing rule actually enforced in Iran?
He did the everything fine in China.
I can't say for sure to what extent, but even so, I was still able to find a handful of examples.
A young couple in there.
Again, though, but it's not really on... Dude, Anissa and Ian did guilty until proven innocent. It's not on us to find examples of why Iran is bad. They're just assuming that the Iranian man in the show is lying because the producers love America and must have written him to be like a racist Iranian caricature baselessly.
Early 20s have reportedly been sentenced to a total of 10 years in prison each, that is, for dancing at the foot of Tehran's Freedom Tower.
Well, what were they doing? Were they doing twerking?
The engaged couple, and you can see them here in this video, have reportedly been convicted of promoting corruption and prostitution, colluding against national...
Do you think we would never see this clip on a Hasan Piker stream, or what do you think we would be doing with this?
Security and propaganda against the establishment. Now, it comes as the government continues to prevent protests across the country since September as well.
Iran arrests...
Too justified? True!
6 for Zoom
Jesus.
dancing. Iran arrests 19 people for mixed gender party.
Oh, dude, that's the one. People always talk about interracial relationships, but they never talk about interracial partying. Intergender partying, dude. Yeah, interracial. I don't know if that's a thing there. Intergendered partying, that's fucked, bro. Intergender partying.
6 Iranians arrested for appearing in a video dancing to Pharrell Williams' song Happy have been sentenced up to 1 year in prison and 91 lashes.
Oh
no! Fuck you. All right, move up. More clip.
Silly.
So she just starts fucking like sobbing and laughing while he's talking about his like family's plight.
Excuse me for being ignorant.
I can feel the freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3 days later, the entire country was on fire. You could not have picked a worse time to have this clip go viral.
Trying to make her uncomfortable.
What? You can't have your dog
on a leash?
Even on a leash.
Well, where are you supposed to keep it?
I don't know, at home?
Okay, so you don't know.
Well, I would expect him to know a hell of a lot more than you two since he's actually lived in Iran.
Bro, she's like 3% lesbian, okay? So please Please check your privilege, Diesel Patches.
No, and color me surprised.
Whoa!
On the topic of Iranian culture, the Iranian happened to be right, while the two Wonder Crackers just laugh off their own ignorance. Iran expands dog walking ban. Now, you could argue that all of my sources are Western propaganda, and the camera crew told the Iranian guy he has to suck off America's dick and lie about his own country.
I like Diesel Patches better when he used my horrible fucking Homelander avatar as his profile pic for a while.
But what's the alternative? If there is a counter source,
he used Fat Homelander for like way too long on Twitter. You got your hot sauce? Nice! BRBBB.
That Ian and Anissa have information that they have access to that no one else does apparently.
Diesel absolutely decimates them in the video. Diesel Patches, I don't watch a lot of his content, but when I do click on his stuff, there's a lot of bangers that are like unexpected. Diesel Patches mauled Noah Samson. We covered that on the stream. I clicked on it for some reason one day, and I watched it, and he absolutely fucking decimated Noah Samson to the point where I had to show it on stream. So there are like sleeper fucking Diesel videos that I check out a lot.
Apparently, I would love to see it. So far, it's just them saying, that's wrong. This brown man's so silly. I'm sorry, they actually use their echo chamber live chat as a source.
No shot that's true? None of this is true? That's what's so annoying about it.
Gee, I wonder which of these two is more credible.
Are you shit?
Well, there's actually 3 people there, Diesel. Dude, they're just, dude, again, I cannot stress enough. Watch this. Hold on. Where are we?
Are you shit? They're going to come find me and they're going to drone strike me. The Iranian government will drone strike me if I say mean things.
Listen, he's planning on going back potentially, okay?
Well, I don't know
if
if
he
he's
wants
gonna
to
make
travel back, he's got to be careful with what he says.
Bro.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Yeah. History. So this is just so, yeah. He's so scared. The producer, this is America. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, the producers almost never say shit, and if they do, they'll cut it out.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like an atomic wall they're walking into. This is like, dude, they just walked into a hydrogen rake.
Specifically, they're like, no, let's make sure it's all in there. We want the full context. He's nervous in this moment.
Ho ho ho, he thinks Iran lacks freedom and rights.
Have a good night, Diesel.
What would he know besides living there for many years? Now, I've never personally lived in Iran myself, but I do have this,
Iran government continues systemic repression and escalates surveillance to crush dissent in the aftermath of protesting.
United Nations Human Rights Report claiming government of Iran is...
Yeah, I wouldn't be protesting in Iran right now. I don't want to spread any misinformation, but I read a lot of tweets. So basically, I've gotten the Hasan Piker watch through. I don't know, maybe I didn't hit his algorithm. Maybe I got the other side of that. But yeah, I've been reading a lot of tweets. It doesn't seem like a really safe place to be protesting right now.
Is ramping up its efforts to restrict the rights of women and girls, and others demanding human rights. I can just taste the freedom after hearing that. The state increased policing of and criminal prosecution against women defying the mandatory hijab. Women human rights defenders and activists have continued to face criminal sanctions, including...
Again, though, this is like another example, like Idubbbz. Where's the fucking meme? It's this fucking meme again, dude. Here. Fate of the future of socialism clearly depends on me defending this guy that died 100 years ago. Child killer Mustashev, universally hated dictator. That's what's happening again. It's happening. It never stops. Oh, that's going to pop off in a second.
including fines, lengthy prison sentences, and in some cases, the death penalty for peaceful activities. And
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Defend the people enacting these evil actions. It just tells me that Ian and Anissa are nothing.
I think that's gonna pop in a second. I don't know why it didn't go off yet.
But grifters. I didn't really need this to tell me that because I kind of had a feeling that was the case. I never got the impression Ian was...
No, I don't agree. I actually completely disagree. I don't even think they're grifting. If they were grifting, they'd find a way to make money, which they're not doing, by the way. It's not successful. I think they're literally just fucking stupid. I think they're actually dumb people. They're like very low IQ.
genuine about foreign policy or politics in general, but they want to portray themselves as intelligent and caring. Since Ian and Anissa heavily criticize the United States, they feel like it's necessary to defend a country that is unfavorable towards the United States, despite the country they...
And I think they're doing that literally just to appeal to Hasan Piker. That's like another aspect to it too. I think they're just trying to like pull people off of Hasan's audience, and it appears the Rangers have scored another goal. Oh god, do I even want to know? Alexa, what's the score of the New York Rangers game? Add 1 to whatever they have.
The Ottawa Senators.
I always do the possible.
6-2.
Oh,
14 minutes left in the third.
God. Oh god, that's not good. Somebody needs to fire Chris Drury. Jesus.
choose to defend, being against what they claim their ideals are.
I feel like I had a sunglasses in Iran that I could see everything darker, but here,
dude, it's light here. They have color.
Everything looks more colorful.
Well, it's Mardi Gras.
Dude. Wait, so he's in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, and you two are surprised by his culture shock? Yeah, if I went from covering ankles and hair to beads and...
Yeah, go check this out. Diesel Patches fucking mauls them here. I wonder if he did a follow-up, too. So yeah, flashback to when you guys mocked my husband and called him a liar. Oh, not very good. Not very good. Jesus. She gives off the vibe that she hits him or something. She absolutely... Okay, I'm not gonna... I don't agree with that. I don't know. I shouldn't even have read that out loud. I don't think she gives off that vibe at all. Remember the 34% that didn't go to charity? Well, no. 100% didn't go to charity because they didn't have the event. 34 wouldn't have gone to charity. But it wasn't even... Was it more than 34? I forgot how much it was. But it didn't go to charity because there was no money for charity. Button out. I wasn't expecting that from an LSF post. This happens all the time where I even read a super chat where I was not supposed to read, but this time it didn't have the house music over it, so that was kind of bad. Silence USA propaganda, a 0.5 Lebanese person is speaking, born in Canada. I can't wait for Ian to Westplain to her about her own country. Ian's husband's home country, just clarifying. Anissa disappears when it's time for apologies. Maybe her therapist should help with that, and Ian should continue to be a piece of shit and double down. That clip was disgusting. It's two entitled assholes berating a man's lived experience. Has he apologized for it? I think we'll find out today from Stoic Chronicles. I haven't seen that. Iran is so great. Maybe Ian and Anissa should move there. Guys, does anybody have the privated, paywalled VOD to see if Ian actually apologized today about this? Ian would just laugh this off and call it Western propaganda, insisting America is no better. Deep down, he hasn't changed at all. I don't think that he would do that, chat. Do you think that he would do that? So yeah, Stevie from 90 Day Fiancé, the wife of the Iranian man. We saw that's Ethan calling him out. I don't think that he would do that. Well, Hasan might. Oh god, dude. Holy shit, dude. All right, let's listen to some of these clips now. Hasan Piker entered the conversation today.
Is gonna strike and murder that pig Khamenei, and I know even though you act like you condemn the regime, you and your tanky viewers are gonna be fuming. Tanky. Brother, you can't say Alhamdulillah.
Wait, why are you saying tanky? I like always do the possible. How else would you describe your audience?
And then say tanky, okay? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Either, like, what is happening here? Why are fucking Arab posters in my chat?
Nick, why are you covering the furry allegations? They were genuinely dumb. I don't like Hasan, but come on. Yo, this is going to be fucking crazy. Maybe you could scroll back like 20 minutes, and I think that you might like what you're going to hear. But that's why I had to cover them.
Literally fucking using like American Western chauvinist.
Now, this might strike you as odd, but do you see the word furry in quotations in my title where I spelled Collargate wrong? Look, do you see the word in quotations? That might help you derive why I'm covering them. I know. Bazinga.
Terminology to describe a perspective. Say it with your fucking chest, pussy, okay?
Bro, that did not come off. Dude, that did... Say it with your fucking chest, pussy.
Chest, pussy, okay?
Ugh.
I'm Iranian. Oh, great.
That's... Dude, Actually, White Hasan wishes he was as fucked up as White Hasan.
Yeah, I'm secretly in the tank. This is what I want. On the one hand, in the United States of America, I get mad when abortion restrictions are placed.
Thank you.
I don't know who is the bigger see you next Tuesday, Anissa, Ian, or Cruel World.
Gotta be Anissa, probably.
On women denying their bodily autonomy, or when trans people are under the crosshairs. Obviously, neither of those two things are actually a real issue in Iran. But let's say,
wait, what?
Gay.
So you're telling me they're really fucking tolerant of trans people in Iran?
People are in the crosshairs, right? What leads you to believe that any sort of social conservatism is something that I would be on board with? It's not, okay?
Dude, oh, I get it. Oh, fuck, I get it. The Iranian government is just a product of their environment, and that's why it's okay. Oh.
It's very stupid. If I don't like any sort of social conservatism or any sort of repression in the United States of America, obviously I'm not going to be in favor of it in Iran as well. If we're talking about foreign policy, that's an entirely separate position. Stop pretending, man. Yes, you're right. I love the Islamic Republic. I love as a socialist. I'm a big fan.
It's so funny when you pull up the fucking mask. Like, the mask is now off. The curtain is now away. We can clearly see who Mr. Oz actually is here, dude. In my favorite sequel to Wicked. Part 2, of course, the new one. But yeah, Hasan Piker is not anti-genocide. Hasan Piker is anti-America. If the genocide works, he'll talk about it.
The best commentator of the year.
That's the stance.
I meant to get the Ricky's hot sauce, but I missed it. Take my money instead.
We're redropped. Thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. We have one more small batch, very small batch coming in. I think it might be the first week of February. So if you wanted some, there is still a chance to get it. I will be very vocal when that's coming up on the Discord server. I don't expect that to last a week.
And
like the other ones almost did.
Super fond of arresting, imprisoning, jailing, torturing socialists and communists alike. This is my thing. This is what I like, because I'm actually a Shia Muslim. Not even like what would I be pretending here? Like, what would
it's Sunni and Shia, right? I remember that from world history.
Possibly be the thing that I'm pretending. Okay,
dude, that's the first time I think I've used my AP World History ever. That was the first time it's come up as a attempted history minor. That's the first time, dude.
Are fucked up when China's right there. I mean, it seems you constantly dehumanize us, law. Man, bitch, shut your bitch ass up. You constantly.
Dude, POV, you're an Iranian chatter in Hasan Piker's stream.
Seems you constantly dehumanize us, law. Man, bitch, shut your bitch ass up. You constantly dehumanize us. Shut your bitch ass up. I'm over here talking about fucking trying to fucking offer freedom to the Iranian population from the otherwise repressive nature of the state.
Yo, listen, man, I'm trying to offer fucking freedom from the fucking oppressive state, man, and you're just kind of harshing my mojo right now. So can you, like, leave and go in a different chat? If you want to talk about how, like, fucked up your whole structure is over there, or how, like, listen, we're not trying to hear that. You're bringing down the stream. Why don't you get out of here, dude? Why don't you get the fuck out of here?
By fucking easing up on the restrictions that are making the population suffer, and you're over here being like, no, it's actually good that mama and dada are getting fucking destroyed in Iran because they need to fucking take up arms and start killing the security forces in the country until they deserve food. The fuck?
I don't think he said that.
Because that's the American position. The American position in this circumstance is they don't deserve food or medicine until they actually kill the Ayatollah. I don't think that's appropriate. I think that.
So, I like that Hasan. I like that to Hasan. You can't be an Arab and call him a tanky because it's an American terminology, and you're a pussy if you do. How did I watch this dude for 4 years? What the fuck is he even saying anymore? Fucking Arab dash Hasan, someone who isn't Arab. Keep in mind, Hasan called H3 a racist for saying the exact same thing.
Commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy. I genuinely don't understand what Hasan stands for. He literally shits on everything that isn't China while hating everything about the country he chooses to live in. There's a phrase I heard recently called inverted nationalist, which basically just... Yo, wait, that's true! Hasan Piker is an inverted nationalist. That's title good, dude. Hasan Piker, inverted nationalist. Okay. Hasan Piker supporting the fascist regime that killed 10,000 of their own citizens in 2 weeks. Again, I don't know where the numbers are quoted from that. I don't have any sources to back that Reddit post up, to be clear. Inverted nationalist? Well, white nationalist is like a white supremacist. Hasan Piker being an inverted nationalist, being like he is like for the supremacy of of everything but his own country. Like everything but here. Like America is so bad, he's an inverted nationalist. He's the opposite. Yeah. New class just dropped. He should be permabanned for saying shit like this. Should be, as long as Dan Clancy's in charge, he won't be. Hasan is one of the biggest bad faith players in the game right now, always has been. So also, he said America is far worse than the Iranian government. Let's hear this one.
Statement. Okay? That's it. America is obviously still far worse than the Iranian government, even in terms of like the dire economic situation that Iranians are facing is.
I feel like you have to just be like insane to think that like, yeah, dude, I would really love to be in Iran right now. I hate this. I hate the safety of my own home in New York. What a fucking tragedy. I just wish I was in Iran right now fighting for my life.
It's also a direct consequence of American intervention. So every Iranian that is in a state of disarray due to the real dropping in value to zero, or due to not having any sort of fucking, like, due to people not having any sort of commerce in the country, that's all America. That's all American intervention. So they're still worse than.
Hasan Piker probably wishes that ICE was as bad as fucking Iran, like the Iran government. He probably wishes ICE was like that bad to the point where they're just open firing and like killing civilians in mass or something. He probably wishes that was the case so he could make more content off of it. And it would further his political his political goals if that was happening. Streets lined with body bags. Guys, don't worry, we have it worse here. Check security camera on his multi-million-dollar gated compound. Yeah. Does he get paid by the Iranian government? I don't see why you'd otherwise say things like this. Iranian government supports Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. Makes perfect sense why Hasan would be annoyed with the government falling and no longer supporting them. Classic Hasan. Anything bad that happens in the world, find a connection to Hamas, to blame the United States and Israel. It's like watching a rerun for the 1,000th time. God bless, dude. America bad, terrorist regime good. Another classic one from Hasan Piker, one of the great thinkers of our time. It's fascinating how dumb this guy is, makes it even scarier. So many people watch him daily. I don't remember the American government hanging protesters from cranes. Whoa. Female prisoner who are virgins. Alright, the Rangers were not supposed to score when I was reading that. That was not part of the... Okay. That was see, that's the kind of timing that you don't expect. Jesus fucking Christ. That was a bad time. I don't know who was that. If that was you, Vinny Troshak, that was a bad time to do that. Pro-LGBTQ, pro-feminist, pro-choice streamer using his freedom of speech to condemn America in favor of Iran. Let's be clear here, he's definitely not either of these things off camera. He's barely these things on camera. I'm sorry. He's barely these things on camera. How are his fans okay with this? He is a mix of insane radicals who want him to be more extreme and clueless people who take his word at face value. That's a pretty good descriptor. Yeah, every political point he makes boils down to America and Israel bad, funded by China. I mean, at this point, I don't think it's a surprise to anybody here. Oh god, dude. This is actually not related to any of the stuff we're looking at. So Anissa decided the snake enclosure is just far too small, okay? So she's doing what Hasan Piker won't, and she's building a 6-foot snake enclosure for Bijou. So Bijou is now going to live in this fucking thing. Dude, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the plan is right now. Dude, this is just like, dude, we got new 6-foot snake enclosure just dropped. In the previous stream, we saw the snake was just choking Idubbbz' neck while he was streaming. It was like not. It was like wrapped around it. He was wearing it like a little necklace. Not choking him. Just swipe the card, Ian. We can afford it, Ian. Why do you never do anything nice for me, Ian? Withholding emotion is abuse, Ian. She's draining the retirement account. Nah, it's good. She said she doesn't have to spend money, implying that Idubbbz has anything to set aside for retirement. They're gonna stack up some more snakes in the food supply for food. Oh yeah, basically, I'm thinking now. This is kind of my take on this. This is not an animal here for just like a pet. Idubbbz and Anissa were talking about eating their snake skin, and they could cook it after it sheds and poops all over its old body. So I'm thinking they're gonna buy more animals that they can use, like maybe reptiles that can, like, you can rip their arms off and cook them or something, as like an infinite food supply. That's my headcanon as to why they can like they're getting these pets. I think they're picking them, like, which one's limbs can we pull off and eat for food? Which one sheds and makes, like, consumable skin? I think that's probably what they're going for here. I base that on nothing but what I want it to be the case, because I think it would be funny if that was what they were doing. Well, I don't think it would be funny in that, like, they're cutting off arms of lobsters, but I think it's funny that, like, they need food so badly they would do that. Dude, listen, YMS, all right? Dude, factory farms, okay? Now tell that guy to step away from the Yorkie. Got it? Good. Okay. How is she affording all this? It's Ian. It's probably because they're living in someone's basement by the look of the window. Why do you teach us these things? Ian couldn't get the electric socks. Yeah, dude, he had to put electric socks back. He had to return $70 socks, and this is what they have now. This is so fucking funny, dude. That was a nice basement window they have there. What do you mean? Your house window doesn't look like that? What are you talking about, man? What's going on? Imagine the smell. The snake has to put up with it every... No way, bro. Are we gonna get Ian and Anissa deadliest catch arc? Maybe. You can't eat socks, bro. True. Yeah. Holy fuck, dude. That killed me. All right. We have two clips that we're going to check out here. Stoic Chronicles has updated Idubbbz talking about Asmongold. I'm thinking something about Iran is going to come up here.
We should stop calling everything.
And unfortunately, shout out to Idubbbz. He has definitely surpassed us in Twitch right now. Let's take a look at like a Twitch look here at how much money we're siphoning off of that platform. Right now we currently have, oh my god, we have 441 subs still. We're getting clapped by Ian, but we're still siphoning 441 subscribers. We actually got a Prime resubscription from Dossie B just 16 short minutes ago. And 2 days ago we had a hype train. I didn't even see that. Thank you for the hype train. But we're still siphoning primes out of Twitch's fucking money supply without streaming over there, which is ridiculous. So I appreciate everybody who's been doing that.
People are talking about when they say your life changes. You're not a real person until you have a baby. They say that because everything pales in comparison to change.
I don't want to get the spoilers here. We're going to jump ahead.
We will see with time whether or not you're tough. We got a lot of ways of ruling out tough chatters versus weak, pathetic.
Thank you, Adolf.
And pedantic chatters.
Oh, so he's purging his chat again. Guys, last update was Idubbbz made it so VODs are now members-only content, which I guess fine. But on Twitch, you can better like stop people and kick people out, I think. I think you can ban people if they've subscribed to you and you don't want them to. So the intention there is to stop clippers, which I don't think is really possible, but it is the intention.
Mander's cool people? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for that, man. It's so hard to get confirmation whether, someone comes in here, you see their name for the first time, and you're like, you could have bad intentions. May I ask why the VODs aren't getting published? Is it because Pedro's being goofy? No, nada. So what you will notice going forward is that the VODs will be available, but only to subscribers.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we were talking about.
So... I tested it today. It seems like it works.
Yeah, shout out Stoic Chronicles for fighting through the pain.
Works.
This is now a paid gimmick for him.
but the I only
dude, waiting for the reveal that Stoic Chronicles is actually Anissa, who spends the entire stream clipping her husband. That would be fucking amazing. That would be so awesome if that was her. Maybe that's why they're making money.
published one of the VODs to test it, so you're only gonna have access to the one where me and Anissa were watching 90 Day Fiancé. So I will publish the rest of them
DeOrio, commentator of the year,
for
the best commentator of the year.
subscribers. Like, I don't know, when I get off stream. Is anyone else getting closed captions on stream? Oh, dude, thank you so much for confirming that. I had no idea if that was working or not. Yeah, it's so weird.
Why wouldn't it be working? Why would they? I guess maybe it's Twitch. I assume if Twitch rolls out a thing, it would actually work.
I don't see anything on my end. Apparently, it's a very cool thing that you can turn on or off. I kind of want to test it, though, just to see what it looks like.
Go look at it on my computer.
I can look. Okay, there's a bit of delay. Okay, I'm gonna look at it on Anissa's computer. My name Jeff. My name.
Wait, how does that? Oh, okay, because the stream is not on like very fast mode.
Jeff. My name 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 Jeff.
Why wouldn't you just have Anissa come in and talk while you check on the computer? Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay, is that a first-time chat? What is that? Or is that a... Yeah, it's a first-time chat. This is a pretty good first-time chat, guys. I'm going to read it in a dramatic fashion. I just ripped a sweet fart that bubbled under my nuts for a bit, like a ghost trapped
Thank you for the prime!
blanket. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. What is a banana bread?
Ian, long time fan. I hope everything is well with you, man. I haven't kept up with your world in a little bit, so I'm a little out of the loop. From Peachy Teeth.
Yo, what up, Peachy Teeth? I got my eye on you.
I like how the implication of even the nice chatters from his past are turbo racist incel mongers. That's so fucking crazy, dude.
Stream going to Iran? Will do, brother, will do.
He's paranoid. I mean, dude, listen. If you had to deal with that many people who are hate watching you when you only have 150 viewers, it realistically is over half your chat. I can't blame him. Like, you're saying, oh, you're paranoid. It's like, well, yeah, he is paranoid. You know why? Because everyone hates him. There are a lot of people hate him.
It is actually funny when people come in here and say something like, go to Iran, thinking that that's some sort of own. It's like, yeah, dude, like, people go to Iran. It ain't.
Oh, so this is before it got really bad.
It's not like...
Wait, what's happening right now? Is that 6-4? Wait, what is happening right now? Oh, it's 7-4 with 4 minutes left. Why are the Rangers exploding with, like, at the very end of the game? What's going on? Okay. Jesus. This could be a fucking game. Keep that in mind. 4 minutes to go.
Walking around in the streets, you're gonna get fucking tackled and whipped.
Listen, if they get one back right now and it's 7-5 with like 3 minutes left, that's a fucking hockey game, dude. I've seen crazier.
It looked cool when we were touring around the other day. Yeah, Danny DeVito, unless you're a woman. No.
Wait, what?
Around the other day, around in the streets, you're gonna get fucking tackled and whipped. It looked like...
So again, this is the Iran stuff. This is just before everything kind of went to shit.
Walking around in the streets, you're gonna get fucking tackled and whipped. It looked cool when we were touring around the other day. Yeah, Danny DeVito, unless you're a woman. No, even if you're a woman. When we were watching the...
Dude, we were watching YouTube videos of people traveling, and none of the women got raped on our footage, so it's actually very safe to be there. None of the women were beaten and raped in the middle of the street on this YouTube video I was watching, so I feel like I have good first-hand knowledge.
Vlogs of Iran. Loads of women walking around without hijabs on. You know, I don't want to take away from any of the moral policing that happens. Like, of course, Iran isn't for a lot of people, Iran isn't the ideal place to go, but...
Wait, why is that? What about protesters? You think they like it in Iran?
We basically... was that yesterday? I missed it. Yeah.
What video is he watching? All right, I don't know if I can find this in real time, but I will try to. I think we were watching it on the VOD, weren't we? Unfortunately, at this point, the only thing I can find is I missed the old Idubbbz subreddit because I don't think Stoic Chronicles has got there so far. I don't think we're not that far in the, what is this? Oh, no, that's an old Anissa thing. If I scroll far enough, I'll find it.
Yeah, it was Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. But, you know, all the losers from Livestream fails and elsewhere, they think it's like completely off limits. No one would ever go there. You guys
again, this is just so horrible timing. Everything he says is just horrible.
Gonna love this. You guys are gonna fucking lose your marbles and splooge over this. Plymouth Prowler with a little thing.
That's kind of fucking sick, actually.
Thingy. A little thingy at the end. It's based off old hot rods. That is so impractical. Insanely impractical. They're like, I need to keep my soft top. We don't have any storage in the front.
That looks like some shit Hasan would buy, just like for aesthetic.
Front or
like he would dress up as Joseph Stalin and he would he would drive that shit around.
In the back or on top or underneath. Let's just add this fucking clunky ass little addition. Yeah. I mean, it's so lightweight. I imagine being able to... You would take the wheels off. It's the sort of thing that you should just, like a suitcase or a piece of luggage, you should just be able to attach onto the back of your car like a bike rack. The boot, if you're British, yeah. All respect to the British. I need to remember that.
Oh, dude, now he's not going after the British anymore because he realized that, like, oh, this is just safe fucking edgy. It's the same thing I was doing, but, like, it's safe. I can do that now.
Some British people are here and they might not know what I'm saying.
Oh, no, because he doesn't have enough chatters to be able to do that. Because of his time zone, he might actually be hitting British people.
Hey? All right, British. Makes sense. Trunk is totally optional based on your road trip. How is that not practical? Running Commando. Why is that a first time chat, Running Commando? I'm just yapping. I don't fucking care. You think I give a shit about this car and this little fucking thingy on the back? How is it not Wait a minute. No, I'm not gonna let you confuse me. How is it not practical? Look, are we looking at the same picture? Look at this.
This is actually a justified crash out. There's a lot of crash outs that we watch on this channel. This is a justified one for sure.
Dumb shit. It's tiny. Already, this car is tiny. And then you're adding this fucking giant thing. Like, you actually have to think. When you're backing up these trailers, by the way, it isn't just like, do it. You actually have to be kind of practiced with backing these things up. You've just added another car's length to your tiny car. For what reason? Don't shop for groceries.
All right, he's like very passionate about this specific car, so we're gonna move ahead here. Feel free to go watch his argument about it. Not very invested in the car conversation.
Or what's the deal here? I just, if you go through a bunch of therapy and you still want to do it, fine. If you go through the divorce or you don't go through the divorce, you do a bunch of therapy, you figure some things out about your situation.
Bro, you can't do that. They're going to say I'm harassing. Who is that? Ray is dumb. Gifted a sub to Taylor Lorenz. Welcome to the channel, Taylor. Thank you. Welcome to the Twitch.
I recommend watching Nicholas
Dylan, thank you.
latest video.
He is getting called out by random people from Edmonton.
Hey, you hit the goal.
IG comments. EHD has truly broken containment.
Everything is EHD. That's the problem. Oh, there's no drama to cover because everything is EHD now.
And you're loving life, and you still want to make the dog balls. Okay. Mr. Ian, I think you have dyslexia. I think you're right, Mudfoot. I think I realized that after rewatching some of the streams. I'm like, oh man, my ability to read actually isn't... I really have to focus, but I want to read...
Why is he saying these things?
Read in kind of like I want to be quicker than I am when I'm reading. It kind of pisses me off that I can't read like an entire paragraph in a second. That makes me mad.
All right, dude. Random Nick DeOrio lore. I got in. I think I told you this. Like in the middle of fucking. I think it was it. I don't know if it was high school or middle school. I think it was middle school. I got put in the speed reading course over the summer. And it has literally changed my life. The ability, just to generally read a very long document, I could just burn through. And I did it with a bunch of friends. It only took for me. That was that's my superpower.
Add. By the way, guys, for my transition to talking about English, I figured out how to do the freeze frame, so I'm going to test it for you guys today.
The what? Oh, I hate that. Oh, wow, that's awful. Holy fuck, dude. How has that not gotten individually posted? That is not good. I don't like that.
Stoic.
Hebrews! Wait, is that... Oh, that was a member. I was like, why did it say Stoic Hebrews in the middle of his song?
And then it goes back to normal. How sick is that? I can't...
It's kind of a good edit. For context, Ian told a very long and boring story about his childhood when a dentist put a silver foil on his tooth.
Chew tinfoil either, bro. It's fucking gross. You really miss chewing that foil, eh? No, it's a little bit of like a fixation where I'm like, it is a downside. Like, if someone was trying to torture me, as an example, like, that would be a method in which they can torture me. Because I don't like the feeling. It hurts. It's hitting my my nerve. The fucking nerve ending in my teeth. It's rattling my brain. Like, if you want to torture me, by the way, if you kidnap me and you want to torture me...
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
So when I was telling you guys...
Bruce can't imagine how to back a trailer up. Pretty sure you'll get laughed out of Edmonton for that.
So here, I just wanted to show you this. When I say that Idubbbz took a virtual tour of Iran, he watched a video called Iran Today, What Really Happens in Tehran These Days. And he just sat here and went, oh, look at that. Lots of women here. These women don't look like they're being beaten to death. Crazy. He's like, oh, look, another woman. They look pretty safe right now. Wow, look how cool Iran is. Isn't this great, guys? When we were watching this the first time, I made the joke being like, this is the guy who gets tricked by the North Korean fucking... grocery stores. He's Googling for something that agrees with him and sitting and watching a vlog being like, oh my god, is that an animal? There's an animal here. All right, let's keep it going.
I will spill all my guts if you just put a ball of tin foil in my mouth and you tape my mouth shut and you have like some piston forcing my mouth to get like opened and closed. I would never torture you. all of the hate watchers, yeah, the mastication piston. Dude, I love the mastication piston. One Glems has banned me. Absolutely. I'll do what you ask.
Ban me for the chat. Fine.
Ask. Of course, King. But yeah, foil is my kryptonite. I don't know. I have a.
So he has like a sensory issue with tin foil? Why?
A running list of my weaknesses and the things that enhance me. One of my
rubber spine for one.
One of my enhancements is that I'm immune. It's still a theory because I've never actually done it. I do believe, I feel very strongly that I'm
on Nicholas DeOrio.
Thank you, Nissa.
I wouldn't even torture Ian.
Because I've never actually done it. I do believe, I feel very strongly that I'm immune to the effects of poison oak. Because I've gone on...
I'm immune to poison oak. Okay.
Several hikes with my buddies, and they get owned with poison oak. We go through all the same areas. They get drenched in poison oak oils, and they're like in hell. And I am perfectly fine. Are you immune to ketamine too? I have to try that out.
Can I say something to you?
What?
I really like you.
Bro, this guy's gonna start taking ketamine because a chatter asked who's immune to it?
We'll have to figure it out. I think I have a partial immunity, maybe to weed. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's the case, buddy. I think that your wife puts you under a weed-induced spell.
A whole stream when? Dude, honestly, all I'm missing is a good couch to start a K-hole stream. Oh, that's something I wanted to do. Maybe not. That might be more of a stream gimmick. You know that place in the airport where they have you dump out all of your beverages? You know.
Nick hasn't watched the new Better Watch TV episode, bro. Better Watch TV is goated. One of my favorite media channels right now. Better Watch TV does all the Saul breakdowns and all the Breaking Bad ones.
I'm talking about the Forbidden Jungle Juice. Yes, a stream where we do Forbidden Jungle Juice, where we drink it. We would have to recreate our own, though. I'm not going to the airport. We'll theorize all of the most common drinks that people are going to be dumping out. You know, sometimes it'll be, most of the time it'll probably be water. In some cases, it'll be someone's little flask of like, you know, brandy or whiskey or whatever people drink in little.
Is he like grabbing liquid out of the garbage can at the airport? Is that what he's talking about?
Flasks. There might be some particulates. You know what I mean? Toilet hooch. A little bit like that. Also, the snack in the sink drain after washing dishes.
Oh, dude, the secret snack, bro.
Dude.
Things haven't gotten that bad yet.
That's rough, dude.
Dude, that's way worse, bro.
There's not a whole lot of things that get me. Like, I can, without question, deal with, like, hair in the drain. I can deal with...
It's your hair. The hair in the drain is your hair and your wife's hair.
Like, hair in the drain. I can deal with, like, a lot of plumbing issues, changing out a P-trap, all that stuff. But I cannot with the gross little, the area. I don't know what you call the area. The area that isn't a garbage disposal. It's just a preventative measure for all of the big food particles to go down your drain. Yeah. Can you do a sand punching stream? I don't think that'll be very fun.
How about a grass touching stream? Hey, yo! All right, go watch the rest of this on Stoic Chronicles. He's never going to be a dad, and I think that's a good thing. True. Idubbbz can't have a baby. The householder. Wait, are they talking? Somebody said his wallpaper looks like the inside of a popcorn bag. All right, what's this one? This is the new one now. Multiple meltdowns over ice and Asmongold. If it's all about the car, I'm probably not going to watch it. What is this? Uh-oh. Oh my god, dude. Why is he in this picture? Okay.
I'm going to ban you.
Wow, that's a good way to start. Okay.
Okay, PJR Gnome, you're new here, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Number 1, shut up. Number 2, if you don't shut up, I'm going to ban you.
Dude, people wonder, why does he have no viewers? What's happening right now? Why does he have no viewers?
Where'd the creature go? PJR Gnome says, we will see these outfits in your new OnlyFans.
What?
I mean, yeah, if I were to make one, buddy, what should I do? I think I know. We timed them out before, but I'm timing them out again. They all just smell the same. You know what I mean? Like, when people come through, I think a lot of people get confused. They're like, why was I banned? Why was I timed out? And it's like, well, you smell the same as the guy spamming cuck. You smell exactly.
All right, you literally just need to do something different. You're not growing. Streamers can ban people because they have like lots of viewers there, and like you can't do that in your position. Literally every viewer counts. Every single one.
The same. Before we get into today's schedule, can we address the new controversy you're in? What is the new controversy, Obesity? I'm not aware. Is it pedo troll related? Oh no.
I knew you were doing something weird on the weekend. I knew it.
Yeah, that's cute. This is evil. The fuck? That ain't...
Dude, there it is, bro. Wake up, Mr. fucking... Madonna... No. Oh, God. I was... Jesus Christ. What is his name? I just said fucking Mandami. That's definitely not right. That's... Maduro. Dude, yeah, it's Maduro.
Fuck. Me, I would never be involved in something like this.
I thought he was just cheating on me, but it turns out he was abducting another country's president.
I was busy abducting another country's president.
Yeah, dude, that's Loner Box. Yeah, dude. Yo, I can't believe they got this picture of Ian and Loner Box.
Yeah, that is
we got him.
Fucked up.
Dude, it's fucking Guamgo.
Elon and Jensen, best CEOs. That's some cringe. That's someone's username, and they say, "Hey, Ian, are you working on a new video right now?" No.
Bro, he hasn't posted in 2 months. He was talking about how he was close to being done with a video like a month and a half ago. And he's just like, yeah, I'm not working on anything, bro. There's no way. There's no way right now. This is it. This is all he's got going on.
I'm in my basement.
Oh, is he joking? He's joking.
Are you working on a new video right now?
No, he's joking. He's joking.
I'm in my basement working on a giant coffee table.
Oh my god, no, he's not joking.
On selling for $12,000.
Okay, he is joking. We're back to joking again.
What else? What else do you guys need to know? Oh my god, so much happened during my weekend.
I hope he's joking. I need him to post more content because it makes me money.
During our weekend.
Because he's usually bad at it, which means there's like lots of content to talk about.
Weekend, a woman was shot.
Holy shit, dude. Dude, POV. Hey guys, there's not really a lot of stuff to cover, and I do not want to cover the new Ethan Klein story. So today's drama is as follows.
Weekend. During my weekend, a woman was shot. She was murdered in the face by ICE agents. Obviously, fucking super disgusting. I don't like this.
That was your weekend? Like you specifically? That was your weekend?
This joke. Hey, it's not a joke. 2 more yesterday, and they're saying the whole ran over thing again. Yeah, it's just, I hate the discussion that people are having online about, like, the legality of things. Like, everyone wants to talk about, like, courts and whether it's justified, and it's like, it's not. It never is. Like, listen to, like, even if this was a fucking cop, it wouldn't be justified. Even if, like, we are not going to play the game where we think that shooting someone in the fucking head who's unarmed, point blank range, is like suddenly.
Okay, dude, I don't want to litigate this fucking car thing, because I honestly have literally seen I've seen 2 angles of it. I've seen the side angle and the front angle, and that's all I know about this whole car thing. But I am very confident, okay, if a Jan 6er was driving a car and a fucking, like, police officer in DC was standing there, and the car made contact with the police officer, and the Jan 6er was shot in the head, I feel like he wouldn't say that it's never justified. That's my take here. I feel like if you put this in a politically opposing position, his position would go from never to, well, it's a bit more nuanced than that.
Justifiable because they're in a car. Like, that's not the same thing. This is vastly different. She left a kid behind. That is so sad to see.
See, like, I'm seeing it right here. Jan 6 was a riot, though. Okay, but his position is that if a person is hitting someone with a car, okay, it is an unarmed person has hit someone with a car, it is literally never justified to shoot an unarmed person. So it doesn't matter the situation realistically. I just picked one that he'd be politically opposed to, and I think that his position would change.
Yeah, and you know what's amazing? I read all of these things about her, and then I watched this Fox News clip that is, like, giving a summary of who she is.
Okay, this is what I want to fucking find about this. He was barely hit. Yes, so, for the prompt, he was hit with a car. I don't really see what is the part here that what is the part that's not translating well to you? Hit with car. Barely hit with car is hit with car.
And you can just tell how desperately, I think it was Jesse Waters. It's just such a stretch to go through it's such a stretch to highlight all of these things that, like, don't matter at all. Like, they were trying to highlight that she, I don't know, split from her ex-husband.
You mean the stalker? Yes, we're talking about clavicular. Yes. This is about clavicular, 100%.
And
yes.
That she's a lesbian. I think they were trying to say that she doesn't have custody of 2 of her kids. And I'm like, this shit does not matter at all. You are a fucking freak. To bring this...
Wait, what was Ian's... Wait, what was Ian's take on clavicular? Wasn't Ian's take on clavicular... No, his take was that you should not drive forward, right? On clavicular? Was that... What was his... Hold on, wait. I think his take on clavicular...
What's up? That you are a freak. Every time...
Wait, how did he talk about clavicular?
I do something for myself, something wild like this happens, and I come back and everything's on fire. Yeah, it feels like that way to me as well. It's rough, dude. And then I see people like fucking Asmongold saying...
I don't remember. Did he do the, he might be armed thing? I forgot. I honestly forgot what he said. I'm pretty sure Idubbbz had no idea what he was talking about clavicular and didn't really give a take on it. He just said that the person was good for calling him out for N-word usage, like the guy actually gave a shit about it and wasn't trying to be a minor inconvenience. So I don't know if there's anything funny to really point out there. I'm pretty sure all Idubbbz said was like, it's good to be called out when you say the N-word.
Rip bozo. I can actually
clavicular manslaughter, fucking true.
Really imagine if you love deep throating the boot, which a lot of these fucking losers do. They're like
whose boot? Hasan's or like the man?
Yeah, I don't care about like my fellow man. I'm much closer to this woman who was run over or who was shot at, but I'm gonna constantly deep throat the boot. They don't just make the argument for more fascism, more authoritarianism, and die on that hill. They'll also say things like rip bozo. Like, haha, it's a meme. I'm using meme language. It's just a little bit of funny now. Haha.
All right, when does he go after Asmongold? That's what I'm more interested in, because he's kind of just doing the car right now.
I think announced recently.
Asmongold was like really vocal about this. I know that for a fact because Bo Blacks called me out and said I hadn't even spoken up about. Okay, Bo Blacks called me out and said I hadn't even spoken about the victim, and I needed to be covering that instead of whatever I was covering that day because Asmongold was bad.
This guy Donut Operator would make these.
Oh, Donut Operator! Holy fuck! Wait.
Motion try to justify the murder, of course. Well, again, I've watched these like cop breakdown videos before.
Yeah, in the Nicholas DeOrio chat, we're classy. We say vaccinated instead of rip bozo.
This guy Donut Operator would make these videos, and back when I was like more sympathetic to the police and I was a little bit more like, it's complicated.
Wait, is it not complicated? Are these situations like extremely
appreciated the shout out.
Dude, this is more of the
same. This guy was king of YouTube for a while. What a disappointment.
I'm so tired of this fucking... I don't want to fight about this with everybody. I just don't care. I'm tired of when people say, bro, it's not complicated. Israel-Palestine is a genocide, bro. Condemn it. There's no complication here. It's like there's no other aspect. There's no discussion to be had. It's either you're pro-Palestine 100%. There's no nuance allowed in these discussions. It's so easy, dude. It's a genocide. There's nothing else to talk about. It's the same type of term. It's the exact same of like terminally online argument they're making. There's no nuance to any discussion because the position that they have is the only one, and any other position or any other discussion or even the discussion of context is ontologically evil. And those people who do it are just like, what they're doing is they're quote unquote just asking questions like some kind of neo-Nazi is.
More sympathetic.
When the reality is people are just actually asking questions. They're like, nah, sorry, you wouldn't ask a question about a genocide.
To the police, and I was a little bit more like, it's complicated.
Yeah, a lot of these situations are fucking complicated.
I would see these videos and be like, okay, well, like, legally, you can make a case for what, like, you can make a case, but just because you can make a case doesn't mean that it is.
Dude, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? It's just so politically raped. It's like, you can't think of a situation at all where somebody would possibly be in a self-defense position. No, I support my fellow man. What are you talking about? Remove police officer from the equation. You could make a case for like people who shoot people during home invasions. Is that your fellow man too?
It's right that you are
like, is he arguing that there's no case of self-defense for police officers, or is there no scenario on planet Earth where someone can shoot another person in self-defense? I don't know, because the stuff he's saying makes me lead to believe there is no case where you could shoot somebody ever.
We're morally justified. It doesn't mean any of that. Making a case just means that you are making a case, just that. But there's plenty of like police body cam footage and shit where like,
yeah, he's talking about general shit. There's no scenario he can imagine.
They will basically say, from a legality perspective,
yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Car. You can kill someone with a car, therefore a car is equivalent to a gun in this case, so they must be shot in the fucking head and killed. It's like, nope, that is not at all the reality of it. Oh, that was another clip. There's a clip of, what is that fucker's name? The guy in Florida.
Because he's actually going to talk about clavicular. My point is he's talking about police situations not being nuanced. He's removing himself from the situation of the ICE shooting. He's talking about literal, like, police officers, right? And he's saying, back when I used to give cops the benefit of the doubt. So he's implying that there's no such thing as self-defense.
The guy who wears lifts in his boots in Florida, he was describing...
Dude, he wouldn't be talking about cops if he was talking about this situation. That was an ICE agent that shot, not a police officer.
Describing, like, a scenario. DeSantis, yes. Ron DeSantis, he was describing a scenario in which, like, hey, if you're surrounded by protesters in your car, like you're essentially, like, good to mow people down if you're fearing for your life kind of thing. And it's like, I mean, obviously this didn't take place in Florida, but I do think it is sort of telling of how they think, because it's strictly partisan, right? It's just like whatever, like, depending on who you're mowing down with your vehicle, it's actually okay. Or if you're on the other side, it's okay for you to shoot the person in.
This is my problem, because I know if you swap the political affiliations, you would fit that box specifically. I do not think for a second that this would not be you, given different circumstances.
In the car, it could go both ways. But the thing that matters the most is if they are politically aligned with you or not.
I literally think that's you. That's my big takeaway here, is I literally think that's fucking you.
I really can't imagine living in America right now. I genuinely hope the best for you. Stick together. Yeah, it's scary and it's escalating quick. Everyone's talking about there won't be...
Bro, again, listen, all right. I feel like it's been escalating quick for like 10 fucking years. I'm not like nothing ever happens moding right now, but dude, they've been calling like... Dude, Tim Pool's been fucking dog whistling a fucking civil war for like fucking 4 years now. Things are obviously not the best. But I wouldn't say escalating quickly either.
There won't be midterms. And it is getting that serious.
Wait, what? There won't be midterms?
There won't be. It's scary and it's escalating quick. Everyone's talking about there won't be midterms.
Why won't there be midterms?
And it is getting that serious. I think everyone...
Is that even founded? It's the first time I've ever heard that.
I don't know. The strategy... You know, I think of like family members and shit and friends who are like MAGA or MAGA adjacent. And whenever you talk about the fascism and all this sort of shit and things getting worse, it always, the response is always that like, that's dramatic, that's an exaggeration, like, but it's like, well, when is it not going to, to me, it feels like it's only
Trump threatened to invoke some martial law.
Ever going to be the case when it smacks him in the face.
I don't know.
And like,
I have no fucking idea. I'm not going to speak on that. Like, all I'll say is I'm pretty sure there will be midterms. I feel like that would be a poly market bet for me. I would say there probably will be midterms, and there probably won't be a third Trump presidency.
You actually have to be...
I would put like significant money down on those two things happening.
Looking at other people to kind of manage your barometer for when it's there. You don't let it smack you in the face. You don't want to get smacked in the face. But like loads of people are getting smacked in the face right now. But, you know, they're not the people who deserve to get smacked in the face.
All right, this is just like a ramble.
Okay, this is murder. Like, I don't give a shit if someone calls them Nazis. Call them whatever the fuck you want. Nazism does not stand for National Socialism.
The joke thing wasn't me. I was reading a chatter message. I love how he has so few people watching. He can monitor them and audit their chat history and follow if needed. You are not in your basement, Ian, just to clarify. We are not here to police speech. Guy who does nothing but police speech. Literally makes a Kirk joke. Complains about people not caring about others. It's okay to meme on a dead person if I disagree with their politics. He's so paranoid all of his chatters are trolls. The humiliation cake never stops. His silence means something. His words mean less than nothing. I do not care about looking stupid. We know. Yeah. That's funny. All right. I think that's good for our EHD for tonight. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? I I think I put one tweet out since the last stream, so there's not really any mid-section thing to talk about. How's everybody doing tonight? They accuse the right of fear-mongering, yet the left does it constantly. Well, the right definitely does it too. The right fear-mongers a lot. Dude, just watch your average Tim Pool stream. If you click on... Dude, Tim Pool announces the Civil War is coming more than fucking Doomcock announced Kathleen Kennedy was leaving fucking Marvel. Or Star Wars, rather. Like, you could... You could
Nicholas,
find... I legitimately... I want to know, how many times has the Civil War been teased by Tim Pool in comparison to the fucking Kathleen Kennedy firing 4 years ago? They're the same. Ooh, I'd take that bet. I feel like Tim Pool has said it more than Doomcock, but Doomcock has said the Kathleen Kennedy thing a lot. I made a joke with Tim Waller about like how Kathleen Kennedy is finally getting fired this time, guys. It's finally happening, guys. It's finally over. I was watching the new Drinker video. By the way, I thought Drinker's video on fucking Stranger Things was actually really good. I've had issues with Drinker's reviews in the past, but I thought his Stranger Things one was like literally on point. So maybe that's like a spoiler for anything I'm going to say on the show. But I was watching his video on Kathleen Kennedy, and he's like, yeah, we don't even know if this one's true. We've been down this road way too many times to count, but maybe she's gone this time. Maybe she's not. She probably will never leave in like a bad state. She'll always kind of be around or whatever. Go away now. Like, he made the video and he's like, yeah, I'm not sure she's going to leave this time. Kathleen Kennedy getting fired would cause a civil war. Dude, yeah, that would cause the Civil War. I saw this today, and I just want to know, does anybody agree with me on this one? I want to pull this up because this is like a little teaser thing before I do a bathroom break and get this final segment started. Not a teaser, but all right. I saw this recently as somebody who's probably going to be here at some point later in the year, because I always go to, when I go to VidCon, I always go to Disneyland at least once. I'll probably go there one time this year when I'm in Cali. So
DeOrio, commentator of the year.
Thank you.
Commentator of the year.
Thank you very much. Breaking, half of Disney's Batu timeline is shifting to the original trilogy. I think that's gonna play.
Is Dark Vibe EU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
I got my hot sauce.
Hey, thank you.
But the thing I hate about modern hot sauce culture is there's no secondary market anymore. Kids these days just want to eat it.
So I saw Galaxy's Edge is now doing Darth Vader, Stormtroopers. They're all in Batu. And if you've been there, it's actually really cool. I think the stuff that they've done with Star Wars, it's really like, it's fun. It's a fun thing that they did. The ride is pretty cool. There's two of them. There's Smuggler's Run and there's Rise of the Resistance or whatever. I imagine the Forest section is where Rise of the Resistance is, and they'll just change the Millennium Falcon one to a version of it that's centered around these characters. But people are saying this is actually Disney bending the knee and admitting defeat that nobody likes the sequel trilogy. And I'm just sitting here saying, like, dude, have you been to Galaxy's Edge? Guys, The Force Awakens came out in 2015. That was 11 years ago. When you go to the actual location, all the stuff is like Rey's a new Jedi that will pretend that she's like what is it? Like it's The Force Awakens. This came out when the Rise of Skywalker came out, so it's a 2019 attraction in both Florida and in what's it called? And in California. But it's placed in like the Force Awakens timeline. This is an 11-year-old film. I think it's okay. Dude, they have Kylo Ren walking out of the ship.
Why can you not stop lying?
Jesus
Please
Christ,
stop lying! What is wrong with you?
I hate being alive! I hate being alive! I hate breathing! I hate being alive! I'm in tremendous pain! I'm in tremendous pain! Help me! Help me! I'm in so much pain! I'm in so much pain! Mute that motherfucker! Mute that motherfucker! I'm tired of him interjecting when I'm trying to make two simple points!
All right, well then, okay, let's get off that.
Thank you.
Public service announcement.
Thank you.
This is just a test. Turn down your overpriced $600 headphones.
Oh, God, Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so my point is, yeah, I get it. It's kind of weird that he's walking out of a ship that's from like the fucking sequel trilogy, and they probably should do something with that, but I doubt they will. I also don't think it's like admitting defeat when you make a percentage of your big Star Wars attraction. It's literally only half of it based off of like the legacy Star Wars. I don't think that's like, I think they had like a really long run with those characters based off of a movie from 11 years ago. Like it was like, what, 7 years? Yeah, it's been 7 years since they launched this. The forest section will remain dedicated to sequels, while the main outpost will be set in the original trilogy with characters from that era appearing. The backstory for various stories and experiences will be adjusted to match the timeline. I think it's like a reasonable amount of time to refresh it. And they don't have to really do too much. They just have to redecorate already, like the stuff they already have, and they make like a new script when you build lightsabers or build a droid. That's literally it. This just seems like a good idea. Okay, when will we get a prequel experience? I mean, that would be cool too. I wish they would dedicate a portion of this to the prequels. Because as it stands right now, they have like characters walk around and take pictures with kids. So they're going to still have Kylo Ren. They're still going to have Rey. But they're also now going to have Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader walking around. It's the fun thing that when you're walking around there is if a stormtrooper sees you, it comes up and harasses you. It just starts fucking with you in the middle of the place. So that's cool. So they're going to still do that. That's nice. Jar Jar, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, they're like, dude, this is like, dude, it's a, where was the comment in here? Where I was like, yeah, dude, great point. I don't know. It was in here somewhere. Oh, yeah. While I doubt it'll change much outside the characters, this feels like an admission of defeat and giving up on an area of the lore that's both really interesting and underexplored. I go, yeah, it's a shame they had to admit such a crippling defeat 7 years after they themed it around The Force Awakens, which released 11 years ago. I'm just happy they're retheming part of it for the to more largely cover the IP. I don't know. That's all of Twitter is like, dude, the sequel trilogy is fucked. Disney admits defeat. It's like, I don't know. They made a fuckload of money off of this. I think they just want to make more merchandise. They've kind of hit a wall what they can do. They've sold almost every lightsaber. I don't know what they're going to... Yeah, it's probably just money. Rey better be roaming around. So she will be. Yeah, they mentioned that she'll be in the forest section. I think I don't know where the forest section is, and I've only been to it in Disneyland. But I assume that's by Rise of the Resistance. Because that entire ride is themed around The Force Awakens. And it's a really cool ride. Like, every time you go on it, there's, like, different pathways and stuff that it takes you in. So it's a bit different, depending on, like, your run. And, I mean, I guarantee that's probably still the sequels. And they have a Millennium Falcon ride, so they can just probably retool that quickly. I built a lightsaber in LA. I did, too. I did one of the Gen 1s, and I did one of the Gen 2s. The Force section is stuff by the... Yeah, I imagine that's probably the case. But now they can make a new menu. They can change up the bar place. They can redo the lightsaber building experience. Listen, I don't know. I'll tell you how it is. I'll probably spend a day there when I go out because this is going to be done by April. I'll probably see a day of it while I'm out there.